What's up, Fire Nation? If you're here, it's because you don't play small. Fire Nation is for the ones fueled by passion, driven by growth, and hungry to build real wealth. Not just for yourself, but for your family and future generations. This isn't just a channel. This is a movement. And if you're watching, you're already part of it. I'm Miss BlueFire, always taking you higher. Let's light it up.
Boom, DJ Dreadbeard. You have tuned in to the intellectual side of YouTube with Miss Julia, A.K.A. Miss Bluefire, always taking you higher. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, Super Chat is appreciated. Fire Nation, march out.
What's up, Fire Nation? If you don't play small and you're here to build, you're in the right place. I'm Miss BlueFire, always taking you higher. Let's light it up. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. I almost forgot what day it was. Happy Sunday today, Fire Nation, and for everybody who will be here on the playback. Yeah, so I had to highlight this comment here from our super hater, DL the hater, right? Yesterday, you can see the time at 8:43 p.m. He Argentina is going home. Argentina did not go home, DL. Again, keep choosing the losing side, right? When will he learn, people? When will DL learn? That needs to be studied. So yeah, I answered you. Wow, you just keep losing. You just keep choosing the losing team. DL, I told you. You are delusional. But I respect that you are true to who you are, delusional, and a cartel secret admirer / hater. One thing I respect, DL, I give you credit for, is that you are consistent. You've always been a hater and you will always be a hater. And your second team went home again. Take my advice, Ubs. Don't make any more bets for the rest of the year with any real money. Okay? You're in an unfortunate losing streak. Make no bets, dear. I'm going to keep your comment, your hating comment up because you lost again. And you're the one that started the fight. That's the funny part about it. Anyhow, big up Fire Nation. I'm glad you are here. So listen, we have choices. We're going to have some people come on. We're going to have some people say that they're going to call in. But we can continue the lessons because we had lessons that we didn't continue last time. But we have the new lessons from the games last night, right? And yesterday. So I think to keep current, I'm going to go and just start with those and just skip the ones that we that went already that we didn't really talk about. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. You know what? Let's see. What should I do? What should I do, Julia? Make up your mind. It won't be that long. You know what? Let's continue. Right? It'll give people time to come in. So yeah. So we're gonna go into England now. So the lessons that we learned from England: potential doesn't pay bills. Execution does. These are facts, right? Now, have you ever met someone, Fire Nation, who has incredible potential? And by the way, the link is pink there. So if anybody wants to call in and disagree with anything that I'm saying, please call in. Let me know your take on the matches, right? I also want to discuss. A lot of people are saying to me, Miss Julia, don't forget to mention that Argentina got favored, blah blah blah, and they've gotten it was rigged in their favor, right? Because they know I like Argentina. They know I'm carrying Argentina. right? So I get some a little bit of hate mail. Well, it's okay. We're gonna address all of that. We're gonna address all of that today. We're gonna take it slow. We're gonna take it easy. We're starting early. It's just 3:30. Right now it's 3:15, right? And we have the rest of the afternoon. So have you ever met someone, Fire Nation, who has incredible potential, but never actually becomes extraordinary? They have the intelligence, they have the education, they have the talent, they might even have the network, they have every opportunity. Yet somehow they never became or they never really become what everyone expected. Potential is one of the most dangerous words in business. It surely is. Because a lot of times potential can feel like success without requiring success. England teaches entrepreneurs one painful truth: potential has never paid a mortgage, potential has never built a $1 billion company, and potential has never changed the world. Execution has. Potential is probably the most overrated word in business. Investors don't get paid on potential. Banks will not lend you on potential, right? Customers don't buy your potential, they buy execution. So, England reminds us that talent only matters if it survives pressure. Okay, good. So, let's talk about what happened. Talent must survive pressure. This is the lesson. England beat Mexico 3-2. So, we're going to start back from there, right? 3-2, even after playing much of the second half with 10 men. This is the business lesson. It's crisis management. Sometimes business gets unfair. Sometimes it gets messy or difficult, and the staff quit, the sales drop, equipment fails, client backs out. Winners don't only win when conditions are perfect. You can't rely on conditions being perfect. This is the mindset lesson. Pressure doesn't create your character, it reveals your preparation. Okay, but you know what? Actually, it can create. It can create your character. It reveals it, and it adds to it if you can bear it. Right? This is the takeaway. You must build systems that can survive bad days, because you're going to have bad days. You're going to have bad seasons. Right? When England defeated Mexico 3-2, many people celebrated the score. But us entrepreneurs, Fire Nation, we have to celebrate and study something much deeper. England survived pressure and they adapted. They continued to execute. Okay? That's what they did. If you watch that match, championships, Fire Nation, they aren't won because everything goes according to plan. That's not how nothing goes according to plan. They're won because leaders continue executing after the plan falls apart. And listen, this is such a true thing, because even when it's not that plan that fall apart, even when it's something else in a different part of your life that falls apart, you still have to continue executing. It's just a fact. Business works exactly the same way. Okay? England shows too that talent isn't enough. England really lack talent, right? Talent alone, it does not guarantee championships, right? So this is the lesson that we learn. Many entrepreneurs, they're brilliant, they're creative, they're visionary, but they're broke. Ideas, they don't build businesses. Execution does. Potential pays nothing. Okay? It's facts, right? Also, another lesson from it is pressure reveals your preparation. They were under pressure, it reveals their professionalism and their preparation. Big games expose weaknesses. If you guys have been watching the football, watching the different teams, you can see where the weaknesses are, because the pressure reveals where the weaknesses is. It's physics. It's facts. Right? right? Same thing too with big business opportunities. If your system collapse when demand increases, you weren't ready for demand to increase. It's true. If you don't have the system to take more orders, why are you trying to get more orders? Make sure that you have the system to be able to handle more orders, returns, complaints, etc. You have to have that built, the infrastructure built first before you do it. It's facts, right? Consistency beats momentum. It's facts, right? Everybody can have a viral video, that's fine. But can you post every week for 3 years? Can you keep doing it? Champions value consistency. Remember, that's why I said to you before, things have to be sustainable for it to be consistent. If it's not sustainable, it's not going to be consistent. Think about it. Why did I always say that? Why is it that I always stress on sustainability? Because I know that in order to be effective, I have to be consistent. It's a fact. It's a fact. And the only way I'm going to be able to be consistent is if it's sustainable. Facts. Right? It takes other things too, but it will not be consistent if it is not sustainable. Right? Right? Potential is an invisible currency. Yes. People will say, oh, you're so talented. You're going to be successful. You're so smart. None of those compliments create wealth. The marketplace does not pay you for what you could become. It pays you for what you produce. It's just a fact. Right? It's just a fact. Now, here's the psychology of it and the seriousness of it. Potential creates comfort. Execution creates discomfort. That's why so few people become exceptional. That's why so few people actually do what they say, because they know that executing it creates discomfort. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I tell you guys all the time. Right? So Fire Nation, tonight, I want you to talk to yourself and find out what's one dream that you've been planning for so long. You've been thinking about it. Waiting, instead of executing. I want you to be honest with yourself. Because that's where it starts, right? Let's be aware. Pardon me. I was having a drink. Now, here's my quote. Potential might impress your friends. Execution changes your bank account. You have to do to get. Right? Facts. All right, we're going to skip that. So, England didn't play a flawless tournament. No, they did not. No champion does. Every mistake, though, as I tell you all the time, became data. That's what England showed you. Entrepreneurs often personalize failure. Do not personalize the failure. See the failure as data. You know how many times I fail? You know how many times we fail? Even people better than me. You know how much times they fail? More than how much the losers try. It's facts. Because not trying is a guarantee failure. Guarantee you're going to fail if you don't try. You better get used to failing and failing publicly too. Right? Your skin have to be thicker than it looks. That's the game. That I'm giving you gold here, and one day you're going to realize what I'm saying is true. I'm telling you the truth. One day you're going to say, you know what, Miss BlueFire was right. She knows what you're talking about. Anyway, wait and see. Just watch and see. All right. So yeah, every mistake becomes data, right? So failure attacks your identity. Don't let anything attack your identity, right? Make your identity be rooted in growth. Okay? Now, England reminds entrepreneurs, us Fire Nation, that execution beats potential, right? Preparation beats panic. And resilience beats excuses. We don't want to hear your excuses. The market doesn't care what you intended to build. Oh, I was going to do this, Oh, Uber was my idea. Oh, it was my idea to bring this to Jamaica. Okay. It was your idea, but he did it. So he wins. Facts. Oh, I was thinking to buy you flowers. Yeah, but he did. So yeah. Nice thought. Right? The market doesn't care what you intend to build. It's facts. It requires what you consistently deliver. Okay? So stop introducing yourself by your potential. Introduce yourself by your consistency, Fire Nation. Okay? The world remembers builders, not dreamers. You can dream all you damn want. Who cares? All right, we're going to hurry up because we're just going to go through. We're just going to go through them so that we can go through these monologues so that we can go to the actual current games. And I'm going to go into the debate that Argentina has been quote unquote favored unfairly by the World Cup. We're going to talk about it. Pardon me. Because I've been getting I've been getting that some hate mail. But not hate like real hate though. Like, not hate, but what people say. Miss Julia, make sure you mention say Argentina get because I know I carried Argentina, I'm just salty. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. So I love it. I love the sportsmanship so much, man. It's so fun. Right? So listen, with England now, pressure don't ask permission. Okay? It just arrives. It's just facts. Right? When it does, your system speaks louder than your confidence. Right? You don't prepare after the crisis. You prepare before the crisis. It's just facts. That's just how it is. Right? No, what Norway teach us, you don't build a business around one hero. Him. This and him fight dirty too, Him. I think he fights dirty. Right? You just just pushing the people them down and everything. Even though some of them foul though. Some of them is like them. It's too close to the surface of the basketball a little bit. But this big Viking brother, yes, sir. Him. My goodness. Anyway, so don't build a empire around one hero. So we talk about one of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make. They build their entire company around one person, one salesperson, one employee, one customer, one influencer, one product, one thing. Norway teaches us something fascinating. A superstar can win moments, but organization survives because of a structure, right? Yeah, every entrepreneur, we secretly dream of finding that one superstar employee. You know what I mean? Less work for us and more stuff done. You know what I mean? That one viral product, one magical client. But Norway shows us that one extraordinary person, sure, they can open the door, but they can't build the entire house. Right? So you shouldn't ever confuse dependence with appreciation. It's facts. Right? So what happened? One superstar can open the door, but the whole team have to walk through it. Right? So Erling Haaland scored both goals as Norway shocked Brazil 2-1. Fine. Business lesson, a superstar product. That's him. Employee or founder they can create momentum. But if everything depends on one person, the business becomes what? Fragile. This is the mindset lesson, Fire Nation. Talent is a matchstick, but you need the firewood. The system is the firewood. Yes, it's true. I always say it only takes a spark to get a fire going. It's fine. It's cool. Get the fire going, but you have to support the fire. The systems are the firewood. Right? That's how I think about things. Entrepreneurship takeaway. Fire Nation, listen to me. Use star power to create your opportunity. But you have to build the structure so that the opportunity lasts. So your name can go the road. It's fine. Use everything. Listen to me. Use everything that works for you, Use it. Everything that works for you, use it. Because there's a lot of things that's not going to work for you. Because people have their prejudices. But guess what? That might open the door. What's going to keep you there? That's why you see people say certain things is a revolving door, but guess what? It's a revolving door for certain people. Some people go there and them stay. How are they invited all the time? Huh? How are they considered all the time? It's not a revolving door for them. You know why? Because their value is true. It's a fact. Think about it. I want you to think about it. I'm not going to tell you anymore. Now, yeah, Haaland, he scored both goals in Norway, victory over Brazil. Everyone talked about Haaland. That's natural. The stars attract the attention. But us entrepreneurs, we must ask a different question. What happens if the star gets injured? Hmm? One superstar doesn't guarantee success, right? One extraordinary player cannot compensate for every weakness. Okay? Diversify your strengths before you're forced to, because you don't have a choice, right? Talent multiplies inside good systems. You see, once you have good systems, the talent will multiply. It's facts. Even exceptional people perform better when they're surrounded by clear roles and other good people, and trust and accountability. It's true. That's what I'm telling you. Winners don't stay in certain environments. When we realize that certain environments toxic or certain things not, you understand, not fostering growth. But then again, you don't curse it though, because that environment might help somebody else grow. As what I always say to you, finance. That's what I said to you. What I said to you is these things, what I learned from these books, and not only that, from life, is real. Because guess what? Think about it. Even with nature, you don't feed a baby steak. You feed a baby food that will help the baby grow. It's the same thing I always say to you. Water will find its own level by its own weight. It's the same thing I always say to you. Right? The baby food is for the baby, but you don't curse the baby food. It's for where that person is in them life. Maybe that channel will help that, or that person will help them grow. But if you are a big man, you don't feed a big man baby food. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't feed a baby steak. You understand? That's why I said to you, your people will find you. Big up yourself, new beginnings. An engine alone can't move the vehicle. That's right. That's right, new beginnings. That's right. 100%. 100%. Right? So that's why I said to you, environment is so important. Environment is so important, people. And you have to create an environment where winners want to be, and winners feel like, yeah, I'm contributing and I'm getting better. If you can't create that environment, then you're just going to have a certain time. It's facts. It's facts. Right? Systems amplify talent, and chaos wastes it. That's why we serious people, we don't like chaos. We don't deal with chaos. We don't deal with chaotic people. We don't deal with people who always have chaos around them. Always try to bring chaos around other people. Can't deal with, don't have the time for it or the energy. We're very stingy. We're more stingy with our energy than we are with money. It's facts. if I can tell you, oh, that is such facts. Like one day, what I tell you, I swear to God, knock on wood. But if I did tomorrow, one day, I'm not going to say the woman was talking facts, real talk. Right? Real talk. Anyway, we're taking our time today, because I'm having fun. It's Sunday, right? Having fun with you guys, right? And the games were good. So let's continue. Right. So this is the superstar trap. Many businesses online create single points of failure. If you have a single point of success, maybe you have a single point of failure. One employee, one client, one supplier, one platform, one founder, one product. That's not strength. That's concentration risk. That's what it's called, a concentration risk. Right? If 70% of your revenue come from one customer, you're on shaky ground, buddy. You're on shaky ground. Right? You have a diversification problem. These are facts. Yes, you must appreciate your stars, but you must not depend on them, because people are fickle. You understand what I'm saying to you? People are fickle. Okay? Especially when they know that that they're the only one that you're depending on. It's facts. You have to think. You have to protect yourself. Right? Make your money and protect yourself. Because nothing protect you more than money. I'm telling you this. Whether the legal or the illegal, I tell you before and I'm telling you again, it's the facts. And your family. Okay? One hero creates headlines, systems create history. That's my quote. Right? Talent also becomes transferable. Right? Knowledge needs to be transferable. That's why SOP, standard operating procedures, must be written down because it must be transferred to the next generation, to the next set of people. You must document your processes, train your replacements, cross train your employees. You must teach everything. Knowledge inside of one person alone is a liability. It's facts. Every process must be teachable. If it's not teachable, then it's not scalable. It has to be teachable so that so it don't depend just on you. This is my quote here. This facts. Knowledge that isn't documented eventually disappears. That's why I love what I'm doing here, because all the knowledge that I'm putting down is actually documented. Document your facts. This is another reason that I said to you that Jamaica needs her own charts. This is what I said to you before in the other live. Why Jamaica needs her own charts? Because knowledge that isn't documented eventually disappears. Disappears, people. Disappears and get recreated by memory. Oh my gosh. You understand how important it is to write things down. It's the same thing that I always teach you about contracts. Why you need to have your contracts together. Oh yeah, sure. I'm saying, when give me this. Oh yeah, I'm going to say this. It's not documented. It eventually disappears. Then you hear ask that on Kofat. Right? If it's not written, it does not exist. The ink lasts longer than their words a lot of times because things change and people change. It's facts. I'm not saying that the people don't mean it when them say it. Yes, they might mean it with them full heart because at that time that's how they feel. But that don't mean that that's how they're going to feel. This is facts. I see it all the time. You see it all the time too. That's why people get divorced. They don't get married thinking that they're going to get divorced. Shit happens. Excuse my language. Okay? I just want you guys to take pen to paper more serious. That's what I really wish for you. Good. Celebrate the excellence, but never confuse one extraordinary individual with an extraordinary organization. All right? So, Norway, no. Never confuse dependence, as I said before, with appreciation. You must on one person. Don't do it. Okay? You must build systems that if that person wants to F off, right? Other people are there to step up. And your system must allow ordinary people to produce extraordinary results. You must be able to have systems that bring the best out of people. You have to. You have to. Okay? Now we're going to talk about not just from not even though you know that it's not true. Can you hear me? The live keeps going in and out. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why, love. I'm trying to fix it right now. Can you hear me now? Tell me if you can hear me though. Right? So let me continue. Not every win is pretty. Sometimes business is slow. Sometimes it's defensive and it's stressful, but survival is still success. Emotional control is a competitive advantage. Let me tell you what I know. You can hear me good. New beginnings. Thank you so much, dear. Let me tell you what I know. Fire Nation. I'm telling you this. The untrained mind will see it as you being passive. Emotional control is a competitive advantage. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I've won many a giant with emotional control. And it's not coldness, it's not like you don't feel what you're supposed to feel, but it's awareness, right? Spirituality has a lot to do with business, has a lot to do with money. And I'll tell you this, I was talking to my mentor the other day, and she said that she was looking at some of my old videos because she didn't get a chance because she's busy with her own life, of course, one of them, right? And she said to me, Julia, I hear how you said, I like how you've been evolving, but I hear how you said that you want to keep your spirituality away from the business lessons. But that is not very honest of you. So I said, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean by that? I said, of course it's honest. I mean, I don't because everybody they, especially in Jamaica, they have different religions and different beliefs. So I don't want to tie in, anything. But and then she said to me, but Julia, but it doesn't have, it's not particular to any one religion. You know that money is tied to spirituality because money is an energy. You know that. So how can you separate the two? And so I never thought about it that way. You're right. I never thought about it that way. Right? To say it's not tied to any religion at all. It's just tied to just facts, with regardless of what religion people choose to believe in. Right? So I said, you're right. It's facts. Right? A lot of things are tied together. And that's one of my gifts, I believe, is connecting dots. When I was a little girl, I thought that I was going to also be a detective, to be honest. I used to love all detective shows. Like, right? But it still shows up in the way how like I'll read or think about things, right? I'm like a detective. I love to say, I want to find out, It's fun for me. So but if it's worth my energy, I'm not fast. You know that, you understand what I'm saying? If it's worth my cognitive energy. So Emotional control is a competitive advantage. I'm talking to you this evening. I'm actually, yeah, I'm having a good evening. Entrepreneurship takeaway. When the moment gets tense, the calmest person usually wins. Facts. Right? Good. Now, so here's the football lesson. Switzerland advanced after a tense penalty shootout. Penalty shootouts are psychological warfare. That's what they are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm glad I wrote that there. Penalty shootouts are psychological warfare, guys. They are psychological warfare. Everybody know how to kick, right? The question is who can still think clearly. That's why it's so tense and everybody loves it and we're just holding our breath while millions watch. Business is full of penalty shootouts. Big up Munch British. Big up Blessed and Miss Julia. Hope I'm not too late. Munch British, listen to me. You see, once you show yourself, you are never too late. You are never too late. Blessings and welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're just going over the past games, but we're gonna reach the current games pretty soon. Right? I just highlight our super hater DL Citadelian comment for the whole life. Argentina going home, and he wrote that yesterday, last night at 8:43. And the thing is, he lost again. This is the second time that he lost. So I'm prefect. Big up Mr. Marshall, the best, the perfect prefect in the house. Big up yourself. We're almost done with this. We're almost done with this part of the section, and we're going to go into the current games that just went, and we have and I told you guys I got some playfully hateful, not hateful, but playfully hate inbox people telling me make sure I talk about Argentina getting preferred and and the FIFA cheating for them. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it because they know that I carry the Argentina. They know that Argentina is my team. So they're trying to troll me. Oh boy, Jamaican people and something else. All right, so let's continue. We soon finish. Right? Good. So stay calm while others panic because the markets do crash, competitors do attack, customers do complain, and employers do quit. The entrepreneur who stays emotionally regulated gains a massive advantage. These are facts. We're not saying not to feel what you're supposed to feel, you know. You must feel your emotions. That's healthy. Feel them. You must heal in private. Right? Heal in private. Okay? Munch British said, Argentina ain't professional to me. Too much unfair win for them. We're going to talk about it, Munch. I hear what you're saying. We're going to talk about it. Because I've asked a couple people what they mean by that, and they broke it down to me, and I can see where it happened and why. Two specific games, especially with Egypt. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that, but we're going to talk about. We need to look at facts, and we need to look at interpretation. But I hear you guys. I hear you guys. I hear you guys. And to be honest, Munch British, I have to be fair. I can see where, because you know me, I always follow the money. I can see where following the money might say that what you're saying is true. But let's just continue with soon. I know, I'm Cape Verde. I know Munch British. I know. We're going to get there, man. You're going to make me want to skip the lesson. We're going to get there, man. 1 second. We're almost there, buddy. Almost there. Okay, almost there. Let's continue. Right? During COVID, some businesses froze, others pivoted, same crisis. Different emotional responses, different outcomes. Decisions made under emotion usually cost you more. You never hire angry. These are facts. You never fire somebody angry. These are facts. You never negotiate angry. You never post online while you're angry. It's facts. You don't sign contracts when you're emotional, when you're sad or when you're desperate. You don't do it. Right? Emotion costs expensive ass mistakes. It's facts. Right? Respond. Don't react. It's hard, but it's a muscle that you keep training it, that muscle, and it gets better. Trust me, it gets stronger, right? So I want you to ask yourself now, Fire Nation, what's one emotional decision that costs you far more than money? Think about it. Here's my quote here. The entrepreneur who masters emotions eventually masters your outcomes. It's facts. A lot of people lose good relationships, good people because they can't control themselves. Right? Switzerland in that game reminds us that emotional discipline isn't a personality trait. It's a competitive advantage. It's a muscle that you have to build. In business, the calmest room often becomes to the strongest leader. It's facts. Okay? Fire Nation, this is my Switzerland thoughts. Intelligence will open doors for you. Of course, people will open doors for you. They want you at your party because you're so intelligent, because you are a great conversationalist. You can talk about football. You can talk about religion. You can talk about the old history. You can talk about spirituality. You can talk about politics. You can talk about anything. They want you there at the party. Of course they do. It opens the door. Right? And the talent, of course, it will create opportunities. Oh, you can sing and you can speak. That's great. But guess what? Your emotional discipline, it will determine how many opportunities you keep. Why? Because it will determine how people feel around you, feel safe around you, if they want you back. That's why I always tell even my mentees and my people that I talk to and my nieces, even as young as they are, I still tell them, listen, people will always say, play the game to win. No. You play the game to be invited again. Think about it. It's facts. Sometimes, even when you read those books, Laws of Power, Sun Tzu, with Art of War, it's facts. The longer you stay in the game, the more chances you can win. It's not just a fact. You have to learn. You have to have the humility. Don't get ahead of your britches. And that's what a lot of them the problem is. You might be talented and good and passionate and really love your team and really love your artists and stuff like that. But at the same time, you're so busy trying to control people that you haven't focused on developing yourself. It's a trap. Don't worry. You'll see. Now, let's go into this because we're almost done. Never apologize for starting small. Every giant was once underestimated. Every champion was once overlooked. The question isn't, do you have enough? The question is, are you maximizing what you already have? It's facts, right? We're going to pass all of this right now. We're going to pass them. We're going to go straight into Sunday's shows, updates with the new matches. That's where we're going to go because you need to be current. And last night was a hell of a time. It was a hell of a time. Hi, hi, Keisha, his addiction. Big up, sister. Good to see you. Good to see you, beauty. Good to see you, my dear. You are welcome to call in anytime, sister. We're talking about the matches and we're going to tie in some of the things that we learned from the matches to entrepreneurship. Pardon me. Mr. Marshall says mediation with strong mind. Or did you mean meditation with strong mind? I think you need meditation with strong mind. That's right, Mr. Marshall. That's right. Pardon me, I just took a drink. People, I'm glad to be relaxing with you tonight. I gotta tell you, I really, really am enjoying this. I'm really glad to be able to just relax with you tonight, or whenever you're gonna be hearing this. I just want you to know I appreciate you guys, whoever you are on the playback, and the people that want to improve their lives. Really appreciate your thinking. Right? So here we are tonight. We're going to talk about England, what we learned from England this week, yesterday, sorry. His addiction says, okay, meditation, that's right. Pressure doesn't create champions. It introduces them. What happened? England defeated Norway 2-1 after extra time to reach the World Cup semifinal. It wasn't a comfortable victory. It was not. What was it? It became a test of endurance, concentration, and responding under pressure. That's what it showed. England had to keep solving problems instead of expecting the game to become easier. It's facts. That's what happened. Fire Nation, listen to me. Everybody says they want to be successful. Of course, everybody wants to say they're going to. Why would people say they don't want to be successful? But very few people ask themselves, can I handle success when the pressure gets heavier? Can I handle success when I have more orders? Can I handle the fulfillment? Do I have the people to answer these people when these people are upset? Am I able to do returns in a timely matter? Right? The deeper you go in any competition, in business, football, life, the smaller the margin for error becomes. So England that night, it reminded me that championships aren't won because you're comfortable, right? They're won because you stay composed even when your comfort disappears. Listen to me. That is when you need your composure. People always say, oh, the composed. Yeah. Listen, was she composed under pressure? Was she composed when somebody was trying to provoke her or him? Was she composed when she was getting sued? And she knows she was telling the truth, and she knows these people have been trying to get rid of her for years. Was she able to present her case and keep composure? So she's clear. That is the question. Composure matters when it matters. And that is what we learned from England. Yes, DL. You see, I was talking to you. Big up, big up. Keisha says, big up, DL. Munch British said one thing with Miss Julia, she always break things down for people to understand 100. So you don't think that's right, Munch British. That's right. That big up yourself. That's right. Keisha Additions, Miss Blessings. Dean Marshalls, France. Dean, I actually have either France or Argentina to win. Argentina is is who, you know, I rate because I rate Messi, but yeah, Mbappe is second. Congrats, Miss Blue on the win. DL, you see, I had to highlight your comment. Did you see what I wrote you, DL? You need to scroll up. Scroll up, DL, because I answer you from morning. Now that you're here, let me unhighlight your comment. I just want people to see that you're a professional hater. That's one thing I know. DL no success. He is a professional hater. Right? Very good at it. Do it every day, morning, in and out. It can teach you a lot about hating. Right? Now, what we learned from England had to keep solving problems instead of expecting the game to become easier. Right? It was a test of endurance and concentration and responding under pressure. That's what happened. Right? And this was 2-1 after extra time. They defeated Norway. Right? Now, success gets harder, not easier. This is a lesson that entrepreneurs have to learn. This is what we learn from them, from England. Many entrepreneurs think, oh, once I make it to 6 figures, listen to me. The hardest thing is to make it to the 6 figures. And then the next hardest thing is to keep it. And then they say that it gets easier after that. Right? But many entrepreneurs, they think, once I make 6 figures, oh, once I hire my staff, oh, once my business grows, oh, my life will get easier. Wrong. Wrong, yo. You still have the pressure, but the pressure changes. The pressure meets you at that level. Right? The pressure meets you at that level. It's facts. The pressure changes. England wasn't playing for qualification anymore. They already qualified, but guess what? They had a new pressure now. New pressure now, England. They were playing because every mistake could end the dream. Business is exactly the same way, people. You're always fighting, guys. That's why you don't have no time for foolishness. and you just want people around you that's actually good for you and good for your nervous system, and don't add extra stress or extra drama to your life, because you can't you understand? You know the energy or the time to trouble people. Really, if you're really on the journey, right? Energy becomes gold to you more than money. You know why? Because it's your energy that it takes to make the money. Your money don't make the energy. Believe me when I tell you this. Believe me when I tell you this. Please, please, please. But I tell you, one day you're going to listen back to these tapes, and you're gonna say that woman knew exactly what the hell she was talking about. I'm telling you this because I lived it, and not one time. I lived it many times. It's only that you underestimate people because people have a childlike quality. We have to have a childlike quality because we are under a lot of, if we don't pressure bust pipe. That's why we so into our hobbies, and so into when we're ready to party, we party. When we're into fantasy, we fantasy. That's why, because pressure bust pipe. Because we know what we have to deal with. So it's time to be a mermaid. Don't talk to me about nothing. Mermaiding all the way to the boats. Shut up. That's the only thing I wanted to think about is which drink should I drink. Of course, not before swimming. Non-alcoholic, of course. Right? It's facts. Success gets harder, not easier. Right? The bigger your company becomes, the higher the expectation becomes. Your first employee is exciting, but managing 5, 10, 20 employees, that requires leadership. Growth doesn't remove pressure, it adds more responsibility. The next level doesn't remove pressure. This is my quote. It introduces a different kind of pressure. It's a different kind of pressure. When you're a king, you're a different type of it's a different kind of pressure. There's different expectations of you and of the team around you. Right? The king might be being kingly and doing what he's supposed to do. But is the team around him fit for the king? That's the question. That's why playing chess and learning to play chess is very important, people. I'm going to talk till I'm blue in the face. God. Maybe if I was a man, who would listen to me. Anyhow. Champions keep solving problems. That's what we do. The match wasn't perfect. England had to adapt. That's what businesses do. You have to adapt or die. I keep telling you, evolve or die. Markets change. Customers change. Environment change. The pandemic happens. The environment change. Technology changes. Politics change. Things now are being freaking tariffed. There's no people can't find kegs anymore, right? Kegs are hard to get. So guess what? They're more expensive. So guess what? Breweries can't buy luxury things anymore. Everything trickles down. The companies that survives aren't the smartest necessarily. They're the most adaptable. You have to be able to adapt. Stop asking, how do I avoid problems? You cannot avoid all problems. That is a good question, How do I avoid problems? Yes, you must keep yourself unswable. A lot of it have to do with self-control and shutting your mouth and knowing when to walk away. Know when to walk away. Right? That's how you avoid problem, having discernment. That's a good question. But you must also ask, how quickly can we solve them when they come? Because they're going to come. You can't avoid every problem, because then you're going to be a coward. You have to be, you can't avoid every problem, because if you think of it, oh, I'm going to avoid every problem, you're not going to try anything new. Then what's the point of living? I don't want to live in a boring life. I don't want. It's all right. This is the life that I know. I'm going to enjoy it and do as much good as I can. How about you? Someone dead already. Right? You cannot avoid problem, but you do your best. But you must be able to ask, how quickly can we solve them? Right? Don't become obsessed with the final outcome. England couldn't think about the semi-final. They had to win the next channel first. That's how great companies scale. One customer, you take care of them at a time. One product, you take care of it at a time. One improvement, you take care of it at a time. One decision at a time. Right? One discipline decision at a time. That's how championships are won. Okay? Norway. This is what we learned from Norway. One star can win a match, but culture builds a legacy. Now, what happened? Norway did. You guys can call it anytime that you want. You guys can call it anytime you want. Norway did compete bravely. They had moments where they were very threatened by England and where they threatened England. But they fell 2-1 after even extra time. Yes, they showed resilience and quality, but England's depth and ability to keep performing over a longer contest proved decisive. This is the thing. Remember, we're talking about Norway before, and we're talking about how they build everything around one star player. You see what I'm saying was true? Do you see it? It play out. Tell me it never play out. It play out. Businesses become fragile when everything depends on one founder, one client, one salesperson, one product. What if them get hit by a bus? What if them get sick? That's not strength. That's risk. That's a liability, buddy. That's why I said to you, the real leaders train. You can't be selfish because you're going to cut off your nose to spite your face. You must want to develop the best in people, and those people really sometimes they become most of the time they're loyal if you pick good people. Sometimes people change, that's facts. But you have to take your chances. But that's not the point. You develop people. Right? And then there are people that's going to be very, very loyal because of that. It's facts. Right? And that way, guess what? The selfish part of it is you make your life easier. Because you know that you develop them so good that them can handle things. Right? And can handle things on their own. They don't need to call you, oh, Miss Julia, what is it? Miss Julia? No, you're the manager. Manage. You can do it. I believe in you. That's why you're here. And they manage. And the next time, the manager, they come back and tell you, oh, Miss Julia, I did this, did that. Very, very good. Excellent. Excellent. I know you're going to do it. Right? And then afterwards, oh, it's Miss Julia. I told him that he needs to do it. You see what I'm saying? And you see the progression. And you're proud of people. You feel good. You feel good. Because before, this person was like a wildflower, shy. Didn't even want to talk about the fertilizer. Didn't want to talk about this. And you see the person develop to yeah, Miss Julia. And I told him that he needs to do this and he needs to do that. And you're like, in your mind, you're like, uh-huh. And you feel good, and it's not that joy that you can express. But it's something that you see develop. And that is, if that's not joy in life, I don't know what the hell is. Like, honestly, like, that's why I said to you, don't give up on people. Don't give up on humanity. Anyway, leave better than you arrived. Norway exists, yes, but the tournament gave them experience. Business works like that. It's facts. Every challenge should leave your company stronger than before. Sometimes they don't, unfortunately. And I put should here because what do I always say? We don't live in should land. It's facts. But in an ideal world, you learn from your mistakes. So I want you to ask after every setback, what did this season teach us? What did it teach us? That's important. All right. Here's my quote. The best businesses collect lessons, not excuses. Lessons are important, not excuses. Now, we are going to go into Argentina. Okay? Now we're thinking, we're at the crown jewel of the entire series. Much Beauty says Haaland is not the only threat, and most of the players played and trained with him, so they know his capability. He plays for my club, but I'm happy for England to pull through. I understand Much Beauty. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. He's not the only threat, that's true. But he does play dirty though in a bit. Don't you think so? You don't think he plays dirty? He's always, even though some of the guys them kind of foul, is getting too much fouling, like kind of like the new age football, new age and basketball, like I always say. But what do you think about that, Montreal British? Tell me what you think. But you're right, though. You're 100% right. He is not the only threat. Right? They know his capability. That's true. But don't you think that they build too much things around him, though, Munch? I think so. Let me know what you think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Right? Tell me if I'm wrong and what you think. Or you can call in if you want. I have the link pinned to the top. Let me see if I can do it again. Just because people looking for. Hold on. One say yes, he does, and he pushed over his own clubmates. Good. I'm glad you see it too. I thought I was. It's good. You see, now that makes me feel like okay, Julia, you're not being biased. Good. He pushed over his own clubmates. Oh my God, my belly. Oh God, I'm glad to hear you say that because I want to be balanced. You understand, and I want to make sure say I'm not looking at him with my own biases, right? But now we are at what Miss Julia believes is the crown jewel of the entire series. Yes, 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 yes. Not because Argentina won, but because Messi's career has become one of the greatest business cases to study ever. And I'm going to challenge a narrative almost nobody talks about. People say, oh, is Messi carry Argentina? Blah, blah, blah. Is Messi carry Argentina? Blah, blah, blah. I disagree. Argentina built an organization that finally stopped asking Messi to carry them. That is a $1 billion lesson. So let's go into it for a nation. I want to challenge that myth also in business. We love saying, oh, the CEO, they built the company. The entrepreneur, they did it all. It's self-made. The founder carried the business. Did they really? Or did they finally build an organization capable of carrying the vision? There's a difference. Fire Nation, here is something that I've learned. The greatest leaders don't spend their lives proving how much they can carry. They spend their lives building organizations that no longer need to be carried. Hear what I said, The greatest leaders don't spend their lives proving how much they can carry, being martyrs. They spend their lives building organizations that no longer need to be carried. Argentina reminded us about that night. Greatness isn't about doing everything yourself. Greatness is about knowing when to stop. Okay? Argentina defeated Switzerland 3-1 after extra time to reach the World Cup semifinals. Switzerland frustrated Argentina for long stretches, forcing patience and discipline before Argentina eventually found the breakthrough and closed the match out. It wasn't effortless, people. It required persistence and composure. It was exciting. I was excited. Stop trying to be the hero. One thing entrepreneurs secretly love is being needed. And this is our fact. And I know that because I know them and I know that. And I was like this for a long time before I learned better from people that I wanted to be like. They love to be needed. Oh, I have to approve everything. Oh, I have to solve every problem. Oh, I have to make every decision. At first, yeah, it makes you feel important when you're just starting out. Yeah, sure. Eventually, as you grow, it will become exhausting. The best founders don't build businesses that depend on them. You can't, because you want your business to grow. You cannot. It cannot depend on you. You build businesses that multiply through other people. We talked about this, right? Now imagine this. Imagine you as a business owner. You love football. You open a second location. If the first location only succeeds because you're standing inside of it every day, you don't own two businesses, you own two jobs. It's facts. Do not confuse control with leadership. That's why I cannot stand people who micromanage. I can't work on anybody that micromanage. Breathing on my neck. No, brother, why you hire me? Like, you don't think I can do the job? Let me just do this part. Let me do my work, please, and then bring it to you, and you can tell me if there's any mistake. You understand what I'm saying? I understand it thoroughly. Thank you very much. Can I do my job in peace, please? Real talk. And it kills morale when people feel like as if you don't trust them and you don't trust their mind and you hire them. They're not going to produce for you. They're not going to feel like as if they can come to you with ideas. And listen to me, I want you to come to me with your ideas. There might be the next winning blowout thing. Who knows? I don't know. You know why? Ideas come from the freaking ether. You're blessed with the ideas. I'm blessed to know you. I am not going to turn you away. A lot of leaders can't do that, or people who say that they're leaders. It's facts. Here's my quote. If everything depends on you, you've built dependence, not leadership. Fact. Legacy isn't built alone. People will always remember Messi, and they should. Of course they should. But football reminds us of something. Even the greatest player in history needed teammates to defend. He needed his teammates to recover the ball, to make the runs, and to finish the chances. That is leadership. The goal isn't to become indispensable only. The goal is to make everyone around you better. Here's what we learned from Switzerland. You don't have to win to leave better. See, I'm not going to diss Switzerland. I told you guys I wasn't going to diss them. What happened from the Switzerland side? I had fun last night writing. I had fun last night watching this game. Guys, I ate six. I ate so much. I had a pizza. I ate 6 slices of pizza. And I was just watching the game and writing stuff down. But guys, Switzerland, from their point of view, you don't have to win to leave better. Switzerland pushed Argentina into extra time and competed with tremendous discipline. They were good before eventually losing 3-1. But they forced one of the tournament favorites, Argentina, to work for every opportunity, showing organization and resilience despite their final score. So hats off to Switzerland, right? But here's the lesson. Close doesn't count. In Jamaica, what will we say? Nearly never kill bud. This is what we say in Jamaica. Nearly never kill bud. So hush. Hush. So my friend, them salty bad. Oh my goodness. They don't like me at all. But that's okay. They'll like me next week. But it teaches that losing hurts. But guess what? Losing is supposed to hurt. Hi, TG Media, my brother, Philip. Big up my brother, Philip. Right? Losing is supposed to hurt. Philip, listen, I get some friend hit DM saying, make sure so we should talk about how Argentina get cheated for by the FIFA and get get preference. So we're going to talk about it later. I want people come in and call in and debate me still. But understand what I'm saying now. Some people make some good cases. Big up yourself. Right? But losing hurts. And you know what? Losing is supposed to hurt. If losing don't hurt, that means that you didn't care. Right? But entrepreneurs make mistakes too. But here's the problem with entrepreneurs when they make mistakes. Them waste the losses. Don't waste your losses. Never waste your losses. You must champion you must study your losses. Remember, listen to me. If I never say any, listen to me. If you don't hear anything that I ever say in my life, study your losses, people. If you lose, don't lose everything. Get the lesson. Trust me. With everything, get the lesson. Get the lesson. Make it be worth something. Make the shame and the embarrassment be worth something. Walk away with something when you lose. Trust me. If not, it's going to come again. You're going to lose again. You're going to lose more and bigger. It's facts. You know why? Because the universe is a big, big, big classroom. It's not trying to kill you. It's trying to teach you. Right? Every failed pitch teaches. Every client loss teaches. Why did you lose that client? What could you have done different? What happened? Why were they unhappy? Why did they find the competition more appealing? Why didn't it matter? Maybe they were a bad client. Did it happen again? Every rejected proposal teaches. Why not? The question, Fire Nation, is will you learn? That's the question. So here's my quote. Yes, pain is expensive, but don't leave without collecting the lesson. You have to catch the lesson of the pain. Right? The next lesson is discipline will keep you in the fight. It's facts. Switzerland stayed organized. Right? Business works exactly the same. When things aren't going your way, discipline will keep you alive long enough for the opportunity to return. You're going to have losing seasons. You're going to have losing times. It's facts. It's just facts. What you discipline, you just have to just keep going. Right? Motivation will come and go, but discipline will keep you showing up. Now, you must compete with courage. You can't allow somebody else's reputation to defeat you before the contest begins. It's a mental defeat that happens before. Right? You must respect your competitors, of course, but don't fear them. Don't be afraid. What are you afraid of? Right? Every industry leader was once unknown. So the size of your competitor in anything at all, it should not determine the size of your courage. Right? As I said before, every great company has losing seasons. It's facts. No company wins every quarter. Listen, I'm telling you, it's not. Sometimes sometimes that graph is jagged. That's right, new beginnings. Turn your stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Facts, new beginnings. Facts. Exactly, Keisha. Exactly. France is awesome in the World Cup team. Prolificity. Yes, Mr. Marshall. Mr. Marshall, I have either France or Argentina to win. I have those two, Mr. Marshall. I have those two. Another one of my friends think that Spain going to win Argentina, but I don't think so. But make we wait and see. It's not over till the fat lady sing. Right? It's facts when you're talking. Facts. No entrepreneur wins every deal. You know how much deals I failed? I not even failed, but didn't win. Right? And sometimes they wanted it, but they weren't in the right position. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Right? And sometimes you're losing seasons. You must look at it as tuition. Don't make it be expensive for nothing. Get something from it. You screw up a relationship, get a lesson from it. So you don't do it again. Pay them. Learn from them. And then you move forward. You have to be able to move forward. So this is my quote to you, Fire Nation, entrepreneurs. Do not confuse one losing season with a losing future. Sometimes you're going to lose. That don't mean you're going to keep losing. That's why I love Morocco so much. That's why I always love the underdog. I will always give the underdog or people, the person who, or the team or the person that I see everybody fighting against, I'll always look into it. Facts. Right? I like to see spirits revive. Now, I want you to think about this. What's one lesson from a past failure that became one of your greatest advantages today? You think about it for yourself. All right? You think about it for yourself. So Argentina reminded me that greatness isn't measured by how much weight you can carry. It's measured by how much people become stronger because you led them. Don't spend your career trying to be the hero. Spend it building other heroes. Championships and businesses, right? Right? They aren't sustained by just one extraordinary person. They're sustained by extraordinary leadership. It's facts. Tonight we talked about football, but not really. We talked about business. We talked about leadership. We talked about psychology. We talked about execution. The World Cup simply isn't just a tournament. It's the greatest life business case study on earth. It's facts. Right? It's big facts. Now, we're going to talk about the championship hierarchy because there's a big hierarchy. Inspirational. Dean Marshall says, thank you. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make is putting things in the wrong order. I want you guys to have the hierarchy. And I want you to pay attention to this because it's not only from what I see from swimming, but it's what I see in this football championship and it's what I see in business as well. There's a hierarchy. Number one, talents get you noticed. That's fine. Messi, Haaland, Mbappe, Ronaldo. Talent gets you attention. In business, pardon me, what I mean, talent will get you interviews. Talent will get you followers. Talent will get you opportunities. But talent alone don't guarantee greatness. Talent is the invitation. It's not the destination. Facts. Number two, skill. Skill creates consistency. Talent is natural, that's fine. But your skill is what you develop. Right? Your skill is what you develop. Every entrepreneur should ask, am I relying on my gifts or am I improving my skills? All of you artists too. You must ask that question. Are you just right now relying on your gifts or are you improving your skills? Your gifts are fine, but are you in the gym working on your body? Are you in the gym working on your breath control? Because your body is your instrument. Or are you just smoking and drinking boom and rum all through the day? And you're just relying on your gifts. Why not be better? If you sound like that and can be this popular by drinking rum and boom every day, can you imagine where and who you would be if you slow down on it? I'm not even telling you to stop. Because you have to live your life and you're young. And whoever the cap fit, make them wear it. Because I care about the future of dancehall. Okay? Can you imagine how much better at your craft would be if you actually took care of your instrument that produce your craft? If you actually got into the gym and work on breath control and work on your body and work on your lungs, if you actually stop smoking, right? And you can see how good exercise and taking care of yourself work for artists. Look at where Cartel coming from. Look at how him look now. And look at what he can do on stage now compared to when he first came out. Don't forget. And some of you guys are very, very young. I don't know what I'm doing to myself. But just think about it. If you are so good now and you are getting so recognized now and you're so unhealthy, you don't take care of your instrument. Can you imagine where and who you would be in dancehall if you actually took your health in your hand? Don't wait until you get old. Give you a good example. Even look at Mr. Vegas. Real talk. Yeah, him have him talent, which is to sing. But the skill is developed. Him always taking care of him body. You can see that him can jump up and down on stage, right? And perform. It's fact. If skill is developed. So don't rely on your gifts. Ask yourself if you're relying on your gifts or if you're improving your skills, because that will prolong your gifts. You have to take care of your instrument. Just like the entrepreneur who continually learns, continually reads, right? Eventually we will overtake the naturally gifted entrepreneur who don't want to learn because them say like, oh, I'm naturally gifted as an entrepreneur. Systems create scale. This is where most businesses fail. The owner becomes the business. Everything depends on them. Then the growth stops. Right? Without system, every promotion hurts. Every new customer creates stress. You're supposed to be happy for a new customer, but you're scrambling to find out how to do this, how to do that. Every new employee create confusion. How are you going to train her? Oh, we don't have anything documented. Why? Because you don't know system. Leadership creates multiplication. A leader must multiply people. Managers supervise. Leaders multiply. It's fact. Managers maintain what's going on. The leaders develop. Good afternoon, Gaza Ricardo. Good afternoon, Donna. Health and wealth in real life. Big up yourself, Donna. Good to see you, Queen. Good to see you. Big up yourself, Gaza Ricardo. Good to see you. Right? Managers maintain, but leaders develop. We have to develop people. We are the ones who develop managers. Managers solve today's problems, so they're important. But leaders prepare tomorrow's leaders. If you are a true leader, you're supposed to be creating other leaders. Culture answers questions nobody has to ask. Should I work hard? This is why culture is important. This is why environment is important. Right? The environment helps create your culture. That's why your environment is important. Should I work hard? Culture answers that. Should I improve? The culture answer that. It's facts. Even when you're on a team, like even when I was on a swim team, white speedos and even blue seals, that's the culture answer that. Right? Should I work hard? Get damn right you have to keep up with the team. Should I improve? They expect you to improve. The culture of the team answer that. Should I blame? The culture answer that too. Don't do that. Right? The culture becomes invisible leadership because the teammates hold you accountable. You guys will understand what I'm saying. Right? It's facts. Their mindset determines everything. Everything begins there. Your mindset determines your standards. You have to have, listen to me. You're going to have to, because a lot of people don't have them. That's why them lives so loose and them lives on no direction. You're going to have your own standards. You cannot depend on other people's standards. I'm telling you what I know. Unless you want other people's life. Your mindset determines your standards. You have to have your standards for everything. Your friendship, your relationship, your business relationship, your romantic relationship, your friend relationship, your communication. Your standards determine your behavior. And it determines the behavior that you accept. Your behavior determines your habits. And your habits determine your results. Everything starts internally. And your habits also determine your future. That's why them always say your standards help make your life. It's facts. If you have low standards, you're always going to have chaos in your life. You're always going to have people bringing chaos to you. You have low standards, you don't respect your own time. Nobody respects you. And nobody respects your own time either. You have low standards, you don't keep your own word to yourself. You definitely won't keep your word to other people. It's just facts. It's so it go. I'm telling you what I know. And the real people are the people who are working on themselves. And you can see it. And you can see what them say through how them act, through what them do. Watch what people do, not what people say. Especially us ladies, because men fall in love with what them see. Women fall in love with what them hear. And I want us ladies to be more discerning and watch people actions. Don't just listen to what them say. Watch people actions and learn about narcissism. Do your research. Go on TikTok. Since you're on TikTok all the time, ladies, even gentlemen too, because there's female narcissists. Go on TikTok and research narcissism. Research it and watch people and protect yourself. Because there's one. I'll tell you one thing about me. I know one thing about me. I will always have me to protect me. I made up that mind a long time ago. Long time ago. I'll always have me to protect me. Right? That's why I will never do any kind of unnatural type of, inebriation. Because I respect my mind too much. I depend on my mind a lot. Keisha says same. Facts. Queen. You have to protect yourself. 20 laws of championship organization. Let's go. Hold on. We could see. Yeah, we could do this one. Listen, law 1. Great people still need great teams. Messi proved it. So will you. Great people, and I'm going to say this too. Great artists need great teams. Law 2. Talent attracts, culture retains. It's facts. Talent will attract, your culture will retain. Law 3. Your reputation will open doors. Sure, your reputation will open doors, but your execution today will keep them open. That's what I'm always saying. You're only good as your last show. You're only good as your last movie. You're only good as you know what I mean? That's what people are remembering currently right now. What happened to her? What happened to him? Your reputation will open doors, fine, but your execution will keep them open. You know why? Because eventually your execution today will become your reputation tomorrow. Because time goes on. That's why. Think about it. Your reputation is why is it reputation? Because it happened in the past. Right? Because it happened in the past. That's why it's called reputation. Your execution today keeps them open. But guess what your execution today is going to be? Tomorrow, your execution today is going to be the past. So your execution today is going to be your reputation tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's facts. Your execution today, because today soon will be the past. So that's why your execution must be solid today. Because soon that execution today is going to be your reputation. Because tomorrow going to come, with or without you. Even if you're dead, it's still going to come, the sun will come up again. Anyway, one day I'm going to see what I'm saying. Big up yourself, new beginnings. Nobody does it better. It's facts I'm talking. Law 4, pressure exposes preparation. It's facts. Never confuse panic with pressure. Pressure simply reveals what you've been practicing. It's true. That's why I say you can't squeeze an orange and expect to get lime juice. Or you can squeeze an orange and get lime juice. What's inside of the orange? Not much orange juice. You all right, you go and screen an orange. Yeah, man. Go and screen an orange, man. Screen an orange and expect to get lime juice. I make lemonade with that orange. What is ever is inside the pressure is going to reveal what is outside. Law 5. The stronger the system, the weaker the dependence on individuals. Who taught us this? France. As one gone and next one born. Facts. Just like my artist Cartel say. As one gone and next one born. Right? The stronger the systems, the weaker the dependence on individuals. Law 6, control your emotions. Your emotions will control your business if you don't control your emotions. You must control your emotions. It's yours. It's yours. Right? You must be able to, and you can. Find ways. Figure it out. Tell your subconscious mind to figure it out. Your subconscious mind will help you. Trust me. It will help you solve anything. Law 7, champions don't chase motivation. It's facts. We build routines. Because motivation don't last. It's like chasing a high. You're not going to be motivated every day. Some days it's going to suck. Some days it's going to be raining and cold and you don't want to go. But you know, so when you go, you're going to feel better and you go anyway. You can't depend on your mood. Nobody cares how you feel. Right? Your goals don't care how you feel. Believe me. The numbers don't care how you feel. Right? I'm not saying not to honor how you feel. Honor how you feel. You feel how you feel, sit with it, and that's fine. And then just take responsibility. It's something you have to grow into, but it's something that you have to do. And people will underestimate you, right? Because of the fact that you're humble. And that's okay. That's okay. Law 8. Patience is profitable. Desperation is expensive. It's facts. Whenever you're desperate, you make stupid ideas, you make stupid decisions. You have run out of options. You don't have no options when you're desperate. You have less options. Patience is profitable. It's best sometimes to see and hear and figure and see the moves first, right? Before you reveal your position. It's facts. Patience is profitable, right? Again, law 9, your calendar reveals your priorities, not your vision board. Your calendar reveals your priorities. What are you putting your time to? Where are you spending most of your time? That's right. That's right, Keisha. Never confuse panic with pressure. Facts. And when people try to rush you into something, Keisha, more than likely you're being manipulated. Okay. Oh, right now, I really need right now. No. More than likely, it's a manipulation. Right? Thanks, Dean Marshall. Thanks, Mr. Marshall. Right? The market requires consistency, not occasional brilliance. That's what I'm saying. You can have one viral video, fine, but can you continue to create? Is it sustainable? Can you be consistent? Right? The market rewards consistency. That's why DL is so good at being a hater, because he's consistently a hater. That's why he's so good at it. See what I'm saying? So the hating market rewards him. That's why he's number one hater. Okay? Resourcefulness will outperform resources. It's fact. Resourcefulness will outperform resources every single time, because you find the opportunities. Law 12. Every championship begins long before the opening day. It's facts. Your preparation is invisible. You have to get ready. Your results are public, but the preparation is invisible. Nobody see how much times them there mapping out them plays, right? And doing them push-ups, doing them sit-ups, doing them Russian curls, right? All of that is invisible, but the results is public. And your organization will never outperform your leadership. That's law 13. Right? Your team will mirror your standards, not your speeches. So no matter what you say, it's what you do that people around you that follow you will actually respond to what you do. That's why what you do is important. Don't say things unless you're prepared to do them, because then you're a fraud and people won't be, and you're not believable. That's why you shouldn't say things unless you really, really believe it. Because when push come to shove, you're going to have to do it. It's just facts. If you panic, everybody panic. If you are the founder, right? You set the emotional temperature. If you panic, everybody around you panic. If you stay calm, everybody become more confident. I'm not saying to lie to people, but you have to stay calm during a crisis. That's when your calmness is needed. Your calmness isn't needed when everybody else is calm, right? Every weakness ignored becomes public eventually. Football exposes all those teams, their weaknesses was exposed because of elite competition. Business will expose your weakness as well. Life will expose your weakness. It's the same thing. That's why I said to you, sometimes you don't have to fight people. You just leave them alone. Because you can trust people to eventually be themselves. And life will expose them. It's facts. That's why I always tell you guys, read Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Even watch my live on that. I broke it down for a reason. I refer to that book all the time for a long time. Right? Probably near 20 years. I'm telling you. Art of War was not teaching you that you have to fight in everything. It was teaching you when that you can fight, you can win without fighting. The art of war was the art of winning, really. Life exposes it, I'm telling you. But you have to have the patience and the discipline to know and to trust. Big up, Scara. Big up, Scara. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Scara, my brother. Big up, big up. And big up to our brother that's not here, dear. What's his name? I forget. Right now. Let's see. Law 18. Identity always precedes achievement. Yes. The greatest organizations believe before everybody else does. They believe in themselves. Execution beats information. Knowing isn't winning. A lot of people feel like knowing is enough. No, doing is. You need to do what you say you're going to do. You can know all this stuff. No, 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 no. Okay, great. You know. What do you do with what you know? That's why when people say to me, oh, knowledge is power. I always say, knowledge is potential power, buddy. It depends on what you do with that knowledge. What are you going to do with it? Big up Same Flame, you're present for class. You can call in anytime, bro. Listen, I've been getting some hate conversation about how Argentina been getting favored. So I'm telling people that they must call in and we must have a debate on that. I can see where they was right still. But I can see where they can see that though. Not right. I can see where they can see that. But we have to be able to balance two ideas in our head at the same time. Right? We're intelligent enough. Big up yourself, Same Flame. I'm glad to see you. So you can call in when you're ready. We're almost done the lesson, but I want to go into that discussion. Right? Doing is. Right? Law 20. Championships aren't won on game day. They're revealed on game day. It's a fact. Right? Every team we've studied represents a different entrepreneur. This is how I see. Him said just a bunch of hater. I know, Same Flame. Every team we've studied represents a different type of entrepreneur. Here's what I see. Argentina, visionary founder, brilliant, creative, but they need systems. France, organization builder. They build people, build culture, build dynasties. Spain, the strategists. They're very patient, disciplined, process driven. Portugal, the entrepreneur facing reinvention. Past success versus future relevance. They're battling this right now. They have 4 years to figure it out. Go figure it out, Portugal. Morocco, the underdog. Limited resources, but they have unlimited belief. England, unlimited potential, but learning execution. Norway, superstar dependent. They're dependent too much. So they're learning now multiplication. That's why they flunked out. Switzerland, they're very disciplined emotionally. They don't panic, right? They're very calm under pressure. Okay? So people watch the World Cup, Fire Nation, to see who lifts the trophy. But entrepreneurs, you should watch it to understand why certain teams keep on lifting the trophies. Championships aren't built in 90 minutes, Fire Nation. They're built in thousands of ordinary decisions made long before the spotlight arrives. The same is true in business. Success isn't one big moment, it's the result of systems, leadership, preparation, resilience, and a team that can execute when the pressure is highest. So, whether you're building a football dynasty or a business empire, the principle is the same. Talent might win games, sure, but the culture, the execution, and the consistency, that is what wins the championship. All right. So I have some questions for you, Fire Nation. Question one: which country represents your business today? Ask yourself that. Number two: which country do you want your business to become? If your company entered the World Cup, what would be your greatest weakness? Would it be your leadership? Would it be your systems? Would it be your culture? Would it be a cash flow? Would it be a marketing? Would it be a sales? Would it be a mindset? Question number four: if your biggest employee quit tomorrow, would your business still qualify for the next round? Question number five: if your customers secretly voted, would they call your business a championship organization? Question number six: what's one lesson from tonight you're implementing tomorrow morning? And I want to challenge yourself. I don't want you to remember this live stream because it was entertaining. I want you to remember it because it changed the way you build. I want you to ask yourself this week, how do I become more successful? Ask yourself, how do I build something like a championship organization? That's a different question, right? Championships never happen by accident. Success can happen by accident, sure. Sometimes it's luck, fine. But championships, not by accident. All right. So anybody want to Morocco represent mine, but eventually it will be like France. Me too. So listen, anybody want to come and call in and talk about Argentina, right? Talk about Argentina not earning their way fully. Argentina not earning their way fully to the to the board, right? I want to know. Now I understand. All right, I'm gonna tell you what I give them. All right, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit since we done the lesson. Hold on, let me drink something. Okay. I get it. Hold on. Let me pin the do 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 do. All right. I get it why people say that Argentina was being favored. Okay, I get it. Hold on. Same flame. I get it why people were saying that Argentina was being favored. Same flame, got you. What you have to say, my dear?
All bunch of haters. I
Hmm.
realize over time history proven that to be true. If you win for too long, it eventually becomes the villain. Now that's how what happened to Messi right now. And I
Yeah.
really Argentina them hating. I really Messi. Messi is winning far too long. He's winning for 2 decades. He is the most successful footballer of all time. He literally won everything. You see it. So over time, you don't know other fan base develop such strong hatred against him to the point where they are saying, no, this cannot be just natural. there's some artificial help towards him being this great, him achieving all this. So what them can think about, them just attribute it to FIFA. Simple as that. That are the plain simple truth of the matter. They go as far as to say, how comes you're supporting Argentina and Argentina has been like a racist country? They don't like black people and da 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 da. Wait. They don't remember who controlled the Atlantic slave trade. They don't
Argentina,
remember.
Argentina did. Yeah, got you, got you. Got
They don't remember that it was England. England had the monopoly on the Atlantic trade for 400 years. Before that, it was Spain. Before that, it was France. I remember, Argentina is a byproduct of these countries. So that's why I'm gonna try get into that with just common folks because I know them not smart. Them not have no sort of recollection, them not know history, them not know nothing. Them just are repeaters. They're just parroting narrative where them are here through social media. And of course, in real life. But it don't make no sense, Miss Julia. Think about it. How are you not going to support Argentina? Because you claim they are racist. Let's say they are racist, but how can you support England? How can you support France? How can you support Belgium? One of the most cruelest man ever lived was King Leopold. Ask them if them know who that. And ask them if them know which country him did a rule. And ask them if them know when the atrocity he brought to Africa, especially the Congo. So how they must celebrate and support these countries. But when it comes down to Argentina, there's no one I know today, Argentina slave, or any descendant of them.
All right, but okay, so I'm gonna say this. It is true that Argentina did whitewash their own country.
That is
Correct.
very true.
Right? But I do agree with what you're saying. There is racism in every country, especially every major country. And they all played a part in in racism and etc. But it is true that when it comes to present day, Argentina is one of the less tolerant countries to darker skinned people. It's fact. I've been to Argentina and I've seen how they've treated people I traveled with there that was darker skinned than me. It's,
That
it's,
is
it's just it's
true.
just fact. So I do understand that, but that is not a real reason. But
Which
they're finding
happen
reason.
all over. So
Would
that is
happen
not
all
a
over.
valid that is not a
Right.
valid reason in where your support lies in football. We
No,
are just
I
talking
understand.
about football.
Exactly,
And the
exactly.
people them now who are anti Argentina, or
Yeah,
I should say anti Messi. Yeah, anti Messi, really.
yeah.
Because Argentina on its own is like literally just Portugal with Ronaldo.
Yes. Yeah, right, right. Well, 1 second, let me pick up baby Gaza. Pick up yourself, baby Gaza TV. People go
Yeah,
check out
baby
baby
Gaza,
Gaza.
big up
Pick up
yourself.
yourself. Oh my goodness, I love that little baby. You see, him giving baby fever every time I see
Yeah.
the every time I see I say like Jesus, I'm keeping water, baby.
Yeah, all right. Big up baby Gaza
Big up
straight, man.
and good reasoning too, and big up DJ Dreadbeard as well. You know,
Yeah, Dread Beard, big up
very, very
yourself,
big.
man.
I
Up,
haven't seen him
my friend.
I haven't seen him in a minute, but I definitely need to pass by and pay some respects because that's a real one. So big up on yourself. Yeah. So what were you saying now? Same flame.
Just basically, I said I really Messi
Yeah.
the eight is against and not necessarily Argentina because Argentina football club without Messi, there's nothing to hate. Them are gonna be a non-entity because there is no replacement for Messi. Messi is too great of a talent to be replaced. And for a large amount of time, Argentina relied upon Messi for almost 2 decades
But
while
Mr.
not
Bridges.
sourcing a replacement for him.
That's true, but hold on. Hear what Mr. British says, and I'm gonna give you some other things. What? Listen, because I
What
spoke to some people. Hold on,
um um
same flame. Hold
not,
on.
no, but just I'm unable to see
I know. I'm going to
the
read it.
chat.
I'm going to read
So
it. I'm
read
going to read it. Hold on. Hold on. We're here tonight. We're not going to rush the reasoning. So I'm going to also tell you where some other people who were play hate messaging me, their points were valid. And you know me, I figured out something to. I said to myself, well,
Let me hear some of them.
wait now, hold on now, wait now. And I said to myself, well, I usually follow the money. Okay. And when I follow the money, I can see where certain things are plausible. That don't mean that it's realistic, or that don't mean that I agree. But hear what Munch Bridges said. Munch said the reason why most people said that it's because there's no black players on their team. Yes, England and France had their history, but it's not blatant like the Argentinians. So he's saying that they
What,
don't have no black players on their team. Mr. Gaza, big
what,
up
what,
yourself, Mr. Gaza. Big up yourself. Good to see you, and thanks for
what,
being here.
what England and France and Spain did to civilization and all, Argentina can spend 1 million years. They still couldn't live up to what they did.
Uh,
This blue fire. Do these people realize that at one point England colonized 70% of the world, of the known world, and yet still you have people out here supporting England. They are not supporting England as a country. They are supporting England as the football club. That's all.
oh God, Tim
Hmm?
Jesus Christ, will bury my abs. Hold on that deep. Mr. Marshall said Argentina has a history of racial hatred. These tendencies of racial slur must be curbed. That's true. I agree with that too, Mr. Marshall. I agree. But hold on, safely. Let me hear from Mr. Gaza. Mr. Gaza, welcome. Glad to see you. Glad to see you be able to join us tonight.
And
What
guys,
you
I
have
big
to
up
say?
yourself.
Big up
Yeah,
yourself.
man.
What
Bless
you
up,
have to say
bless.
today?
Yeah, bless up, Miss Julia. It's been a while.
It's been a while, dear. You've been missed, but glad to see you.
Yeah, man. Same flame where you going with, bad bro.
Up in Mr. Gaza, and I'm there.
Yeah, man. So, me I say Argentina on my side too.
Mm,
See me? So, the people that may attack, like, okay, even this person you just read out in the chat, Argentina has a history of racial hatred. So, as we see in flame, I say, so England don't, France don't. Them not
yeah,
have a history of racial hatred too.
yeah, exactly.
That is
So, me
currently
not
going on
understand.
now. That is
Right.
currently going on now. The
And that
last
me
World
want, and
Cup
that me
when
want tell
time,
you.
the last
Right
World Cup when
now,
the wait, the last World Cup when the black players missed the penalty for England, they nearly crucified them over there. They
bro.
nearly crucified them over there.
Every
Death
single one of
threats,
them country there.
monkey emoji, all these type of things. So that's why I tell Miss Julia, don't fall into this. This is just selective outrage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fall into it.
And Messi had the problem, man.
Messi is the problem.
Messi had
Don't
the
fall
problem.
into it. I know it's an attractive topic where a lot of black people gonna get riled up, but don't fall for it. These people don't mean what they are saying. These
Man,
people don't mean what they are saying. I'm telling you.
I fear them fear Messi, man. Same like how them fear cartel. So them try all
Fear,
different type of foolishness. I fear make them a do this, you know. You see me?
fear.
To the day, right now, France a bigger racist country than Argentina right now today. You see me? And I ask you.
Me nah ask. I tell you that.
You see me?
Tell me, I
So,
tell. Miss Julia,
Mm,
you's a historian.
yeah,
You go good school, you go university and everything.
yeah,
You need to tell the people them that up to this day, France still have colonies in Africa.
yeah,
mhm.
Where France control countries' resources.
Bro, look how long Haiti have them independence and them still have them foot in a Haiti neck, you know. Haiti supposed to be a big rich country right now, you know.
All
Not
right,
true them make
all
Haiti
right.
can progress and reach nowhere, you know.
Miss Julia,
yeah,
which alternative country outside of Argentina have a strong hold on where they control the country, economy, GDP, trajectory, movement of people.
I just think that
citizenship,
okay,
or
you know what it,
anything.
you know what it is I think it's because the Argentina is basically more vocal about it and more current about it. Well, they have a lot more
But
what they do in the country right now. Like for instance, right? Them have a lot of census and racial reclassification right now, right? Them support the image of a white nation right now, and them underrepresent them Afro Argentines right now in even official records right now, right? And also them actually change them own national historical narrative, right? A lot of the present Argentina is predominantly European, right? But there's this myth that them have, like them have this myth of is a white Argentina. No, it wasn't always white. You see what I'm saying? 46% of the population actually had African ancestry, right? And them actually systematically eradicated our people from Argentina. So I feel it too. So I understand where they're coming from. But
Yeah, we are not saying
yeah,
that's not true.
right,
but
right.
Miss
They did
Julia,
a
But
lot
you
of,
watch out.
cannot, but you
but, but,
cannot
but you can't say
want
that's
to
the only
just
reason.
put
I
Argentina.
understand.
You cannot want to
Exactly.
just put Argentina foot to the fire alone.
Exactly. I
You
understand.
have
No,
to
I
do it.
agree.
You
I agree.
cannot do it in
I
And
order
agree.
watch
for
out, and
it.
watch out, and watch out now.
Yeah.
You know, say me personally, me prefer it that way there.
What do you mean?
Because like with them being blatant and racist about it and them not hide it or whatever. Me prefer you show me exactly who you are so me know how to deal with you. Me know say alright as a black man,
Right.
me nah no business in Argentina because them not
Right.
like me.
Great.
You see me?
Right.
But a country where I go pretend like them like me, American are like black people.
Right. Right.
Every
We
day,
see it every day. Every day
every
we
day
see
a
it.
black man are dead for some racist thing or some type of foolishness. Every day. But
Up
what?
to this day,
Them
people
smile
are
up in
get
our
lynched in
face.
America.
Every day. Them
Yeah.
smile up in
Okay,
our
you
face
guys
and
code it
act
up.
like them
Code it up.
like we.
You guys code it up for my channel, okay?
Oh,
Oh
sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
sorry,
You must protect my channel. All right,
sorry,
continue.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry,
That's
sorry.
okay,
Sometimes I
Harry.
don't even remember. You
That's
see.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But true.
Every
But true.
day, them
Yeah.
fight against black people and them thing there. But what? Them just smile and act like everything nice when deep, when behind the scenes it's not. It's
Yeah.
not.
Fuck.
It's not.
So
Yeah.
me rather work with where Argentina I work with because you tell me exactly who you are, so me know how to deal with you. Like okay, me know say alright. Me not
Yeah.
have no business to go over there.
Yeah, like me now, I gotta take up myself to Argentina, of
Exactly. Me
course.
not have no interest to go down there. But what? When it comes to football, and at the end of the
Football, a
day,
game of
being
football.
being racist does not take away from your talent of being a good player. When
That's true.
since oh you're racist, so that means that you can't good. Then
All right,
stop
so
being racist.
hear what Mr. British says, and I want you guys to answer this one. Let's move to this one now. Mr. British says, "Same flame, you're wrong. It wasn't World Cup. It was in the European Cup when Saka and the other two missed their penalties." What
But
you have to say about that?
He's
what difference
major
it
in the
make?
minor. He's major in the minor
Yeah,
right
what
now.
difference it make? You know, make no difference at the end of the day. Them still
Yes,
racist.
he's major. That's why me I show you, Miss Julia.
Uh,
These people cannot attack the argument.
yeah,
They cannot attack the argument.
yeah.
So they have to try to find all sorts of things for major in the minor. You know.
Yeah, man. You know, make
And
no
Saka
difference.
is one of England's key personnel on the field. And
Mm,
look what they did to him.
yeah.
All
Look
right,
what they did to him.
this is what I have to say. This is what I said to my people, right? There are my people who was and some of my friends who are salty. And you know what? Them don't really hate Argentina. No. They just hate at the fact that Argentina is so far and then drop out, right? So
Exactly. Simple
what?
as that.
That is
What?
not the problem is. That is the problem.
That's it. Yeah.
All the problem fear. Them fear Argentina talent.
Right.
Especially Messi.
Right.
Remember, Miss Julia, they said that Messi was an old man. There's no way he could take this team and
Right.
repeat what they did in 2022. And
Right.
now that Argentina is on the verge of doing that, now you see everybody come out the woodworks to
All right. All right.
celebrate.
So
Not only that.
you want me to tell you what me argue with them?
Hold on, quick and fast. Not
All
only
right. Got
that,
you.
the old man is
Yeah.
currently the best player in the entire tournament.
Exactly. But this is what I said. But hold on. Hear this now. Hear this now. Somebody said to me, say, "Oh, this is going to be his last World Cup." You know, say him old. So I said, but hold on. How many other players are he? But is he better than? They're like, enough. I said, so is that their last World Cup and them not as old as him, but still. So why you think him can't come back in 4 years? The man says him last World Cup. You see what I'm saying? So them saying like, oh, this is going to be, this have to be my last World Cup because in 4 years. I said, but how much people in better than? You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you don't think that they're these white. So why do you think it's his? It might come back in 4 years. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe not. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
But listen, you know there?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm
All
here.
right.
I
Yeah, man,
think
me
he
there,
will
man,
come back.
All
sure.
right, no worries. But listen, this is what I said to them when them come to me with an argument. I said, first of all,
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Argentina already had one of the best teams. On a mute, if you're not, yeah, on a mute. Hold on there. On can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, me I hear you, man, me I hear you.
Okay, good. Hold on. Yeah. Argentina was already one of the best teams. So people forget, say, first of all, Argentina had an elite midfield, elite goalkeeper. Okay. Them have an experienced defense. Them have Messi. First of all, and second of all, them have excellent chemistry between them. And them have a winning mentality, something that we always talk about over here in Fire Nation. Right? You don't need favoritism to explain why a great team like that would win. That's number one. Number two, they still had to score goals. No referee can score when Alvarez did do him goal them. No referee could do that. When the Maria had his goals, no referee could do that. When Messi had his free kicks, no referee could give them that. When Latara did do him excellent finishes, it was like he was dancing on the field. No official can manufacture that. So what am I talking about? So number three, right? And don't act like as if them never actually have genuine adversity. You know, forget to them concede some goals. Yes, they did. They had injuries too. It's not like as if they never have no pressure, right? They had penalty shootouts. They did. And them have extra time to contend with. So not because a team might be favored, that don't mean that them automatically going to dominate.
But
Right?
Miss
What?
Julia, all right. What are some of the instances throughout this World Cup Argentina has been
I'm
favored
going to
by?
tell you. I'm going to tell you because hold
Yeah,
on. I'm
'cause I
going to tell you.
really need for you,
Hold
Yeah,
you,
on
you,
now.
you,
you
Hold
you.
on.
need to
I'm
know.
going to tell you. So hold on. So all right. Can I tell my part first, and then
Yeah,
after
go
I
ahead,
tell
tell
you
it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Make
Because
we
I
hear.
write it down. I write it down, because them telling me. I ask them, because I talked to them. I talked to them yesterday. I'm gonna talk to them this morning because them salty, and them, I'm gonna say why not call it, and them don't want to call it. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm saying, okay? And what I'm saying, I can't see where them coming from. And me as somebody who follow the money, I can see where one point was like that point make me actually think today to the point where I was thinking about it for like a good 3 hours. I'm gonna say rotted. I wonder if them right about this. But I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you my point first, all right? I soon come. But I'm on a mute, I'm gonna talk. Number three. All right. There is no verified evidence of corruption. Okay? No referees instructed to help Argentina. There's no evidence say FIFA manipulated any results, right? Controversial calls are going to exist, but that alone don't prove conspiracy. All right. Now, I need you to show me the evidence, not just your suspicions. I understand I don't have suspicion, but I don't have no evidence. Controversial decisions happen all the time. And I know that with Egypt as well. And I'm going to go into what them say about it. Right? But that's not proof of favoritism. Football have controversial decisions in every tournament. And if Argentina was truly favored by the officials, how is it that they still had to survive the difficult matches? Right? And how is it that them still had to score outstanding goals? They did that. You never see that. Right? They still won the penalty shootouts. They still defended against world-class teams. Okay? Right? It's true. Great teams, they often receive more close calls. Why? Because they attack more. It's facts. The greatest teams, they attack more. So I'm going to get the most close calls. It's just how it goes. Because they possess the ball more. That's how it is. Think about it. That's just a sport. And then spend more time in dangerous areas. That's just how it is. Right? Some people said, like I was telling you guys, that Argentina gets every call. Right? I can see where some decisions favored Argentina. Right? It's reasonable. I can see that. Right? But the isolated controversial cause that don't automatically prove that there's this tournament-wide conspiracy, like what I'm trying to say. Like, oh my God, the FIFA proving it, right? Is favoring them, right? Okay, now this is what them said to me, and I'm going to tell you guys what them say. Big up yourself, Lalibella. Greetings, Lalibella. Love and light to you. Dean Marshall, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make a case now. This is what, because you have to be able, listen, this is being really, really intelligent. You must be able to have two opposing ideas in your brain at one time and weigh them. So I was willing to listen to what they were saying. So listen to what them say. Number one, them say Messi was the biggest football attraction. So because of that, FIFA financially benefited from Messi's television ratings, from Messi's sponsorships, from Messi's merchandise, and from Messi's worldwide attention, right? Because of the fact that Messi was going to be deep in the FIFA World Cup 2026, that's enormous global interest. So them saying that FIFA basically had a business incentive for Argentina to stay alive in the competition. So what I said to my friend,
But what are the calls we still need to hear and what grounds they are
but
saying?
this is what I said.
Yeah,
No,
all
but
right.
what I said to him that listen, motive is not proof. Not
But
because you might think that this might be a good
but
motive. That's not proof. Yeah,
Miss Julia,
yeah,
he is the number one ranked player, the
right,
most dominant player,
right,
the most profitable player
right,
for over a decade. So this is nothing new. We
right,
cannot use this argument as if it's a new argument.
right,
It
right, right.
always been like
It's
that.
always
It's
been like that.
messy. So
Right.
right there and then that argument is flawed.
Right. So
You
this is what I
can't
said to
use
them.
it.
But this is what I said to him, Mr. Gaza and Same Flame. What I said to him was this: motive is not proof. Even if you said that that's a good motive, I'm not going to take that away from you. Even though we guys say Same Flame and Mr. Gaza, we can say like, oh, every year them say the same thing, which I agree with you, Mr. Gaza, and I agree with you, Same Flame, right? Fine. But this is the fact. We're gonna have to kill them with facts. Here is the fact: motive is not proof. You still have not given me proof. Not because there's a motive for somebody to do something means that is proof that I did it. Because guess what? Multiple people could have hated that person. You don't know who poisoned that person. You have no idea. You know why? A whole heap of people, a whole string of people could have poisoned him. Motive is not proof. Everybody, a lot of people could have the motive, but only one person committed the crime. So this is so when we mark these people, we have to slaughter them with facts. So this is why I wanted to do this live. Number two, hear what them say. Them say the refereeing decisions, right? Them say there are soft penalties. There's a whole heap of questionable fouls, right? And them get the benefit of the VAR, the video decisions, right? And there's a whole heap of leniency against the Argentine players, right? Them say that them get a lot of benefits for the close calls. Let me see. Hold on. I wrote it here. Hold on. Sit here. Hold on. Yeah. Them say. Okay. Hold on. They said that no, that's not what them say. Them say them receive a lot of favorable calls, especially with Egypt. Them saying the Argentina with the Egypt, yeah, round of 16. Sit here, round 16, yeah.
Miss Julia.
Round 16. Them say this one here. Them say the Egypt goal was disallowed after the video review. And Egypt was at the lead. And the video review rule that there had been a foul by the Egyptian player in the build up, so the goal was disallowed, right? But they said that the foul was soft, and they should have allowed that goal. What do you say about that?
Miss
Miss
Julia,
Julia,
that is
Yeah,
Miss Julia now.
completely
yeah,
rubbish.
You know what I'm
Hold
Really
on
and
the same
truly,
flame. Hold on the
watch
same
your
flame.
Gaza.
Hold
yeah,
on. Anybody will know football or understand the rules of the game and
yeah,
the rules that FIFA currently have in this World Cup right now.
yeah,
If there is a foul or a potential foul that leads to a goal, the ref and VAR have every right to check it and see if there was a foul. If
yeah,
they deem it a foul, they have the right to disallow or overturn the goal. It
yeah,
that's simple. It does not matter how far. Cause people are saying, "Oh, but them never have to go back so far. Look how far the tackle, the foul happened. We don't. So it does not matter.
yeah, yeah,
The play never stopped.
yeah,
As long as the play did not stop, our possession did not change.
yeah,
They have every right to go as far back as possible. That is the rule. That is the
yeah.
law.
That's what I said to them too. That's what
It
I
does
said
not
too.
make any
But
sense.
them say like sometimes they say that only apply to Argentina. So them say like okay. So even Egypt, the penalty appeal was denied, right? Because later on in that match, Egypt had an appeal for a penalty, right? When
Nah.
Mohamed Salah did make contact, right? And the VAR checked the incident, but why is that the VAR didn't recommend a penalty review?
Because it could not be a penalty. Salah lost possession of the ball. At
Yes.
that time when Alvarez and Salah foot tangle, Salah was in no possession of the ball. You
And
cannot call a foul for that because the ball is out of Salah possession. He's no longer chasing the ball. He's no longer attacking because he lost possession of the
you
ball.
want to know the
At that
crazy thing about it?
at
Salah,
that point,
technically,
Mm.
Salah should have gotten a yellow card
to the diving
because
also.
he flopped and dived, but then also he's the one that actually fouled the Argentina player, not the other way around. He lost the ball and then he kicked the guy foot and tripped himself and threw himself on the ground.
Yeah, because at that time Alvarez now was in possession of the ball.
Yes.
So
So
the foul should
technically,
be caught.
he
Exactly.
should have gotten a yellow card for flopping and for fouling him. But they don't see it that way because them are messy haters.
But what about Kalina though? What did Kalina? But Kalina defending the non-call too,
Who?
right?
Who?
Kalina,
Who is
the
that?
referee in chief, the referee in chief, FIFA's referee in chief, Perugli. He defended the non-call and him described it as a normal football contact rather than a foul. That's what him said.
You- No, but I'm showing you that
Pierre Louis,
even
sorry.
even though that person said it's not a foul, it could go down as a foul.
It
Mm.
If
can go down
Alva
at a foul on
if
the Egypt
Alvarez,
player.
let's say if Alvarez decide to drop himself to the ground after that contact, that would have to be called a foul. But the referee play it on because Argentina already in possession of the ball.
Well, hold on. Let's hear what the chat says. Let's hear the Munch British says. Messi visited Jamaica to play a match and he did not recognize no one, not even a thank you. No speech from him to the people of Jamaica who went crazy for him. So that's one of the things that he doesn't like. So hold on, let's see what Lalibela says. Lalibela says, Miss Bluefire, you're correct. Making a claim in of itself does not prove that it's factual. They must establish that it is possible, then plausible, then probable, then ultimately factual. Exactly, Lalibela. Um, um, Lalibela says saying that you can support the team but not the country mirrors the same separation once used to excuse to overlook unjust national systems. History has shown that why this thing deserves scrutiny. Listen, if you guys don't agree some things, I thank you, Lalibela, for that. Please call in, right? Because same flame and Mr. Gaza.
Yeah, please call in
Yeah,
because I
we're
don't understand. I don't understand, Miss Julia. Then
I
why would
wrote
these
it down,
But the
Miss
team,
Julia,
but
wait, Miss
yeah,
Julia.
all
Why
right.
why would these said people with this so such moral high standpoint, want to go to America, UK, Canada, France, Spain. Why not stay in Jamaica?
Right.
Mm. Or go one other different Caribbean country, or or
Why
go
they don't
Africa,
want to go to
or go
Africa?
Africa. Yeah. Why only don't want to go there? So America, you don't want to go.
All right.
And
What about the fact that okay? What about the fact that Egypt received several bookings because Egypt had a whole lot of yellow cards, right? So you know,
Most of
all right,
those
let me
yellow
stop. Let me
cards
stop.
was
Let me stop.
wait, 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 wait,
all
wait, wait,
right.
wait, wait. Most of
I
those
wrote
yellow
it
cards.
all down, so this is all the complaints. So go ahead.
Most of the yellow cards was when the game paused and they was arguing against Salah um so-called foul. That's when the players now come on the field, the coaches now come on the field and start going back and forth. And
Exactly.
that's when the referee decided he's gonna give the yellow card because at that time Argentina was just chilling. It was the
Yes.
Egyptian was going off.
It was
So
the disruption of the game why they received so much yellow cards. But since we wanna go there, why did the Egyptian guy didn't get a yellow card for taking his shirt off after him scored the second goal?
Zico. Yeah,
Zico.
why?
He got
The
zero yellow
rule
card.
said once your shirt off, yellow card. It don't matter
Yellow card,
what.
you're not allowed to take your shirt off. So he should
He
have
did not receive a yellow
automatically
card.
got he did not get no yellow card. So they want to sit and act like only Argentina. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you the ref didn't miss any calls that they should have called for Argentina, but we can say the same thing for Egypt because the amount of videos when we see with clear fouls where Egypt foul Argentina and Argentina don't get no call for it.
Mr. Gaza, you remember the foul that took place with Talifco, the defender, the number
In the
three,
in
when
the
the man
box,
jumped in him ankle
yes,
and
yes,
him dip on the ground and roll all long and the ref no call.
the
No
ref
foul for.
do not call it. There was also a
Big
foul in the
miscall that.
box.
Big miscall. And the ref no call
Lalibela
it.
wants to say something. He said he can't join, but he wants to say something to you guys. So hold on, I'm telling him to write in the chat again. Big up yourself, new beginnings, and have a good work time. I know it's work time settings. You have to do what you have to do. We'll be here on the playback, so big up yourself and just be safe. Lalibela, write what you're writing so that I can defend you. Because him said to me, him have something that him want to defend himself with that we are not seeing. All right. So
But hold on, Munch British said, ask Mr. Gaza too. He's in America. Yes, I'm in America, but I'm not the one making these racial claims. I'm saying to the people who act like they're so morally just and so holy and righteous and all these things, then why are you here? I'm saying that I can support a team like Argentina because to me the country is different from the team. I support the team because at the end of the day, whether them racist or not, it does not take away from the fact that they are a very good football team and them have the best player in the world. It doesn't matter if them are racist. Are they still good at football? Yes. And I just that's my argument. Them in going up politics and racism and colorism and
Football we
classism.
are
This
watching.
is for me. Yeah, me I
It's the
watch
World Cup,
football.
not
Me I watch
politics.
football. Me not
It's
deal with them politics.
World
Me not
Cup
care.
football we are dealing with.
Football we are talking about.
Why them have try bring politics in a
I'm
football?
Messi on afraid of. Everybody afraid of him. I fear on fear him. So now I use all different type of narrative to take away
Mr. British
support.
is not being by him say, okay, Argentina paragraph. I'm gonna tell you about that. Okay. All right. So let me go into the hold on. The next one what I'm having. I'm gonna go in order. So them say Argentina versus Switzerland in the quarterfinal. Them say um the Ebola red card. I never appreciate that.
What?
Yes,
God,
them say,
Miss
yeah,
Julia,
yeah.
that is the cleanest red card me ever seen in my entire life. Me
but
never
but Miss,
ever see a
but Miss
man do
Julia,
nothing forget red card like
but
that
Miss
before.
Julia, this
Yeah,
is this is
Best
what
red
I'm
card
talking.
me ever see.
Hold on there. This is what I'm saying though. A lot
yeah,
of these people where talk, they
yeah.
don't know nothing about football or the
Nothing
laws
about
of
football.
the game.
Yeah.
When you flop and dive, did you see the play? It was a
Yeah,
clear
yeah,
flop,
yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. To me, it was a flop. To me.
Because
Not to
so
you, not
watch
to
what I go on.
you, not to you. It was a flop. When I say to you, it
No,
make it
you're
become
right.
more
I'm
subjective
just saying
now.
I can't just talk for myself. It's all of me.
Yeah, no.
No,
Yeah, you're right. You're
no,
right.
no,
It's
no,
an
no.
Are
objective.
you with it? Are
It's
you
an
with it? I'm
It's
just
an
objective,
saying you're
Miss
right.
objective
Julia.
You're
call.
right.
Nobody can go around and say that wasn't a flop. Nobody. Not
All
even the
right.
most biased man in the
You're
world.
right. You're right.
Cannot
You're
go
right.
around that.
You're right. You're
But
right.
watch what I go on now, Miss
Yeah.
Julie.
Yeah.
You see, because
Yeah.
the ref gave the Argentina player a yellow card first,
Yeah.
and then they reviewed it and saw that the Argentina guy actually never touched him
Yeah.
and he flopped.
Yeah.
They cannot just take away the yellow card. He have to now take that same yellow card and
Give
give
it to
it
the
to the
next
rightful
person.
person.
Right.
So that
It's
is
the
why he.
rule of the
So
game.
you see, if the Argentina guy never got the yellow card, it was
Yeah.
just a normal foul. Then the ref would have let him slide because he already have a yellow card already. But once that yellow card is shown, it has
Two,
to be given.
yes, two yellow card in one in the same game equals a red card.
All right.
Yes.
So
So
here
That
what
is
because
the
the card was
rule.
shown, because the card was given to the Argentina guy mistakenly,
yeah.
now that they saw the video and they correct it, it has to be given to Embolo. And now that he has two yellow card, that equals a red card, so he's out of the game.
Right.
Is out.
It's
That
that
All
is the
right.
simple.
law. That is the
That
rule
is the
and
rule
law
and
of the
law of
game.
the game.
All right.
It's
So
really that simple.
here the next one
It's
now.
actually called mistaken identity. People can
Yeah,
look it up.
it's
Hold on.
actually a rule. And remember, not cutting you.
Yeah.
Remember, a similar situation like this happened in the US and Paraguay game as well, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
so the Argentina between Switzerland match is not the first. It happened in this campaign as well.
Yeah.
This World Cup campaign between Uruguay and America.
Yeah. All right. So this is what they say. They say that it looks suspicious because them say first of all, it seemed like as if Argentina being protected because the VAR overturned the Egyptian goal. Then Egypt was denied a penalty. Then Switzerland lose a player because of the VAR intervention, which was kind of unusual. Then there's a whole heap of close decisions that appear to just go Argentina's way. So to them, it just seemed like you know consistently the game seemed to benefit
Miss Julia, may I
Argentina,
have some
right?
question for you, Miss Julia.
No,
May I
hold
have
on,
some
Julia,
hold
go
on,
question.
ahead.
now, hold on, now. Hold
May
on,
I have
get
some
my wait.
question
Let
for
me
you.
finish. Let me finish. So them say this is what them say. Them say, but Miss Julia, this is what I'm just telling you what them say. Cause I never want to call it, right? So them say, and I'm just weighing what them say. Them say, but Miss Julia, one controversial decision can happen, and two can happen. But when so much VAR decision is consecutive to benefit one team, it's reasonable to question whether something more is happening or not. So them saying that them looking at the patterns and the consistency. But I say to them, say, listen, that is not proof. That is what you interpret. That is still not proof. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I
Yeah.
say. I say you can question individual decisions is fear, but to prove favoritism, you need more than one thing. You need more than what you feel. You understand what I say? You need some evidence.
But Miss Julia,
Yeah,
those three things that you pointed out, the
yeah,
disallowed goal for Egypt, the
yeah,
potential foul in the box for Egypt, the penalty, and the Ebola Switzerland,
yeah,
all three of those is because they don't know the rules and they are just hating. Because if
Yeah,
you
no,
know the
no, just
rule, the
don't know the
disallowed
rules.
goal was a foul. And based on the rule, they have every right to take it away. The next note, the penalty in the box was not a foul by the Argentina guy. Mo Salah actually flopped and fouled Alvarez in return, so he should have gotten a yellow card. So your argument is flawed right there again because you clearly don't understand how a foul works. You see me? And then
Yeah.
now the Switzerland game, you clearly don't know the rule again.
And what I said to them is this.
So
I said,
they're just in their
Miss
feelings because they
Julia,
yeah,
don't like Messi.
may I ask you one question?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Do you know the reason for VAR?
yeah. Like
Can
if
you call can you
yeah,
kindly tell these people for me, please?
it's basically to replay any call that might have been wrongly made by the referee because the referee may not have all the vision. So the video recall is to help to basically see if the call was fair or not.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
when Portugal versus Colombia, you
Yeah.
remember that disallowed goal because
Yes.
the player
That offside
was
goal.
over the line and they
Yes.
call it offside?
Yes. Yes.
Why? So, oh, me never hear nobody say, all right, that never fair. The goal should still stand.
That
Right.
goal should
Everybody
have
say,
stand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody say, offside, right?
Yeah.
The next time again, when the
Croatia.
no, yeah, girls Croatia. When the Portugal player Vega, when
Yeah.
the man barely have him and round him
Yeah.
in the penalty box on the corner go take and him get pulled down. Him flop to but
Yeah.
Complete
contact
flap.
was there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Complete
Yeah,
flap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
That is
contact
a
Oh
was
my
there.
God! Yes,
complete
And,
yes,
and
flap.
and them still give Portugal the penalty.
yes.
Never hear
Still
nobody a
gave him the
complain.
penalty.
They're true. You know, say,
But look, but watch out now. And then the same
true. You know.
Croatia game
Yeah, yeah,
towards the ending, when
yeah,
they said the ball, the technology in the ball
yes,
Yes,
can detect
yes,
a strand of the
yes,
hair.
yes,
But that guy here never touched that ball. But
yes.
according to them, the technology is so good it can detect even a strand of
exactly.
hair.
Exactly.
But what you know? But what
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yesterday, England game, the ball hit the wire in the ear.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
if it can detect one strand of hair, it couldn't detect that the ball hit the wire
Hit the wire
and
Exactly.
change
and
direction,
change the
Exactly.
direction of
Exactly.
the
change
ball.
the
Exactly.
direction of the ball,
Exactly.
and England ended up scoring right after that.
Exactly.
And no
Exactly.
review was done.
No review was done.
Next thing too.
Exactly. No
France.
facts. A facts. A facts.
Orlando
Yeah.
now. Cause
Yeah. Yeah.
now we are gonna really going at it
Missy
if them
Mbappe
want to say
flop
Argentina.
again.
So watch you
Missy
now, France.
Mbappe flop the other day.
Right, make we going at it now. The
Yeah.
penalty where Mbappe get, the
Yeah.
defender never touched him. He used his foot and tripped himself over the guy leg
Mm-hmm.
and flapped. They reviewed it for 5 minutes. Remember, Mbappe took all long for shooting penalty. All I get
Mm-hmm.
frustrated and upset.
Mm-hmm.
Till he
And
missed
then
the
they still
penalty.
came, them review it for 5 minutes and still come back and give him the penalty.
Yeah.
And then even when him scoring goal, the goal that Mbappe scored, it was off of a
Handball.
handball.
Yeah.
It was off of a
No.
handball. No review on it.
Me not
So
see the
how
whole
nobody not talk about
world.
it? Suddenly?
Me not see the whole world come say that.
And you
That's
know
why
what?
me I tell you,
Nobody
Miss
not
Julia,
talk about it because what? A Messi are
Messi are
them
the problem.
problem. Them afraid of Messi.
I cannot stand. I cannot stand the fact say football now start follow the new age basketball player them with this holy flapping. I cannot stand it. Cannot
You
stand it.
flapping a go on.
You have to listen.
Mbappe,
When me tell them
Them like the
say,
Mbappe,
flap.
when me tell
Mbappe
them
love
say,
flapping. Mbappe love flapping. Him
Yeah,
love
but
flapping.
yeah, but
him learn it from
gentlemen,
idol.
Yeah, I'm learning
gentlemen,
from your idol,
gentlemen,
Cristiano.
listen on, listen on, listen on, gentlemen, listen on. Me tell them to listen. Show me the evidence, not just your suspicion. Right? One controversial decision is not proof of favoritism because football have controversial decisions in every tournament, right? If Argentina was truly carried by officials, you have explained to me how them still be able to score them the outstanding goals with them score, right? And then win them penalty shootouts, right? And it's world class teams them defending against. You see what I'm saying? There's always going to be close calls when they're great teams because them attack more. It's just facts. The higher you go up in the World Cup, the closer you get down to the who going to win. After the semifinals and the finals, you're going to get more close calls because these great teams them attack more, them possess the ball more. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? And then people keep on talking about how, oh, Argentina did get every call, right? No, 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 right? You can debate individual incidents, but isolated controversial calls don't prove there's this tournament-wide conspiracy that people were saying, right? So this argument say Argentina won only because people favor them, I think is very weak. But they don't give me any evidence yet. You see what I'm saying? And they don't give me any evidence. The only thing that I could say is them say, oh, FIFA have commercial incentives. That is plausible. But as Mr. Gaza was saying, and as Same Flame was saying, right? That's been for years. So what would change now? Which is true. It don't make no sense. What would be the change now? You see what I'm saying? Because for years they would have been getting commercial incentive from Argentina, right? Yes, it's true that Messi's popularity might influence perceptions or what you think is subconscious bias, but that is full of fault. That is not that don't mean that is happening. Not because you think it's happening because Messi is the favorite and he's the goat, right? So I don't know. We have to come with something else if we're
That's
really
the
going to come.
that's the problem. The
Yeah,
problem is they look at it. They are saying that Brazil got a better team than Argentina. Where is Brazil? On the couch home watching the World Cup. Portugal got a better team than Argentina. They got the best midfield in the world. That's all I heard coming into this World Cup. Portugal has the best midfield in
right.
Vitinha, Neves, and Bruno Fernandes, who received the EPL, the Premier League Player of the Season, most assists recorded in a season. And them say are the best World Cup midfield, the best team coming into World Cup.
Yep.
And them say the Dutch them, one of the best team coming into the World Cup. Them say Belgium, one of the best team coming into the World Cup. Everybody who them say are the best team coming into the World Cup, they are all home. And them say Argentina now, where them deem as a one-man show,
Mhm.
this far ahead in the competition. That is the real issue here.
Yeah.
Because remember, Miss Julia,
Yeah.
the first two games when Messi scored 5 goals, 3 in one, two in the next one. You hear what them say?
Yeah.
Argentina cannot score if Messi not scoring.
Yeah.
Now, them change the tune there now
Hmm.
because other players start score. Alvarez a score, Martinez a score,
Yeah.
um, Christian Ramirez a score,
Yeah.
more people a score, McAllister a score, more people scoring.
But
Yeah.
but 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 same flame. Let me show you how stupid that argument is. Argentina only have Messi. Only Messi alone can score. Then shouldn't that make the game easier for you guys? Just take Messi out of just take Messi out of the game. Double team and
Simple as
triple
that.
team him.
You
Double
want
team and triple team him every chance him get. Don't make him get the ball.
Simple as that.
all right.
Nobody else, remember, according to Uno, nobody else can score, only Messi alone on the team. So take Messi out the game and you guys should be all right.
Should
But
be
All
why
all
is the
right.
bugger calling, crying and complaining for them?
right. Hold on
To
now.
me,
Hold
guys
on.
have like a simple plan for defeat Argentina and send them home quick and fast.
True. 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 Facts. 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 But all right. Wait. Make we put it together now. Another thing what them say is Argentina had a whole lot more disciplinary tolerance, meaning if you look at the number of fouls that Argentina committed compared to the small amount of yellow cards that Argentina received, a lot of them saying that, Argentina basically committed like 58 to almost 60 fouls and them only received 3 yellow cards even in that stage of the tournament. So, them saying that whole Argentina, hold on there. My right, bad. She said, yeah, Argentina could stop counter attacks, commit repeated tactical fouls, challenge aggressively, and surround or pressure of officials, and them don't receive the same disciplinary punishment that the opponents might. Wait, 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 Julia. Receive. Sorry, let me read that again. Sorry. They won't receive the same disciplinary punishment opponents might receive. What about that argument? Sorry, I write bad, so I can't even read my own
And
writing.
I could tackle this piece
Yeah,
by piece.
yeah,
First, we have to make the people them know not
yeah.
all fouls warrant red card or a yellow card. It can just be a common foul.
Mm,
Julia, if you are run,
mm,
just running,
yeah.
my hand barely touch you in any way, that can be a foul.
Mm,
Whether it intentional or not, once it change the direction of the ball or you, it can call as a foul.
mm,
Me think the people them now understand the difference between the fouls. You have your red card foul, straight red card, and you have yellow card foul,
yeah,
and you also have regular foul.
yeah.
If Argentina is committing regular fouls,
Mm-hmm.
how them are gonna get a red card or a yellow card for regular fouls? Three different type of fouls you have in a football. Now you have regular fouls, and you have yellow card fouls, and you have red card fouls.
Yeah,
If me see you now, me are the last defender, right? You
yeah,
are come with the ball, you already run through the midfield and a break down the defense, and me are the last man, me are a sweeper. And you cut one way, and you cut left me, and me decide say, all right, me I sweep you up. Instant red card. Instant red card.
mm-hmm.
Because it's no longer the ball you try get possession of. You try deliberately foul me from scoring, especially if we are in the box. That is a red card.
Yeah,
If me and you are jump for your ball, I'm a blatantly hold on by you.
yeah,
That is a yellow card. Me no hold on by you for hurt you or anything. Me just hold on by you. That
yeah,
is a yellow card. As me I say, if the two away run to a ball and me slightly body you and you roll over, regular foul that.
mm,
The people them now understand the difference between the fouls.
All
mm,
right. So
The
me
other
just
day, Messi get a yellow card. Him deserve the yellow card. That was a yellow card foul. You know, here we are ball and so, oh, them forgive Messi yellow card and da 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 da.
bro.
Messi Paredes get yellow card because Paredes is a physical player. So when you have physical players, they more forget the yellow card, Mr. Chola.
mm,
Unlike Messi and them type of player, them really are gonna get yellow card because they are not physical players. They are attackers. Attackers hardly get yellow or red card.
yeah,
So
It's mainly the defenders are the defending the defending midfielder them.
yeah.
We
It's
have to defend.
it's true. That's true. I see that. Yes, yes, we're
so
right. You're 100%
remember
right.
remember
Yeah,
going
Mr.
to
Gaza. Yeah,
remember going to the stats for the Egypt and Argentina game for the
yeah,
fouls.
yeah.
Argentina actually committed more fouls. The ref called more fouls on Argentina than Egypt. According to the stats, Argentina committed 13 fouls while Egypt committed 11.
Mm,
However, Argentina did not get any yellow card, but Egypt got 6. But out of the 6, only
mm,
one of them was received during live play because the majority of them was during the disruption on the sideline.
yeah,
So how them a make it look like it's so one-sided and unfair? The ref called more fouls for Argentina players than they did for Egypt, and only one yellow card Egypt received during live play. Every other yellow card they received was from the sideline during the disruption of the game.
well,
So
hold
what them
on.
a talk
We
about,
we have someone here right now. Mr. Munch British is here, so I'm going to ask you gentlemen to allow him to make his case and mute while he's talking,
Big up
because we
one's
want to
British.
hear. Big up yourself, Munch British. We want to hear what he's saying, and I'm glad that he's here to share his thoughts with us.
No,
Big up
it's not
yourself.
an E. It's not an E. It's a she.
Oh,
Is a
Man
she.
City, Man City. Oh, Man City. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Man City. Sorry, big up yourself. Yes, Mon City, what you have to say to us, my dear? Big up Queen. I'm glad you're here.
Now I'm here listening to everyone on the panel
Yes.
talking about them Messi ready for the attack.
Yeah.
But in my view, the Paraguay and France game was the worst.
Yeah.
I didn't watch all of the Argentina match last night, so I don't have any view on that one.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
talking about the incidents with the foul and everything, the Paraguay and France game was the worst.
Final- Okay. Why do you
Not
think it
there,
was the
not
work?
there, not there.
Why do you think it was the work, Mon City? Miss City?
There was too many fouls. Even when players was not on the ball, they was getting pushed over, kicked, and everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gentlemen, interact with Mon City,
Yeah, no,
Talk
I
to
was just
her.
about to say, yeah,
No,
that is
yeah,
probably the most,
that
that is
that
probably
was
the
a
most,
rough game.
yeah,
A rough
that was
game.
the roughest game in our World Cup so far. You see
And
me? And
Yeah.
the thing about that, I don't know why that surprised a lot of people. Paraguay been playing like that from the World Cup started.
yeah,
That's literally Paraguay strategy. Physicality. Paraguay don't have like a designated like attackers where you know Ara can score at any given time. Paraguay game is to play rough, to throw off the other team off their game, to make them move from their strategy. So them
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
play
football
rough.
is a physical game, but I'm saying even when players are not on the ball, they was getting pushed and kicked, even when they don't have the ball.
I'm telling you, that's
Yeah.
yeah,
Paraguay's game.
yeah, man.
That's
That was the
that's
Yeah,
most
but they're
how
dirty.
still
them play.
tackling, playing for the ball, not
That was the
hurting
most
people.
dirty game
Let
in
me ask me. Let
all.
me ask Miss City. Let me ask Miss Mon City. Miss Mon City, who you carrying, my dear? Who you want to see win? Who is your team?
Team gone home already.
Pardon?
England.
England. All right. I know. I wanted her to say it. I wanted her to say it, man. I wanted her to
Jump ship right now.
England. Okay. Okay.
Where my jump ship from?
So
Jump.
make you talk, man. Make you talk. So Miss Mon City. So what you've been finding? Like, what's the biggest thing that you see this World Cup that you haven't seen in the last World Cup, or what stand out to you in this World Cup the most so
To
far?
be honest, the England team with the new manager with them out,
Mm-hmm.
because even the last game, I think it was the game before, who didn't play yesterday? Norway. The game before
Mexico,
Norway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the game before
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yes,
If
Queen.
A.K.A didn't score those two goals, the manager would have get sacked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean.
And I'm glad that they're using up all of their black players as well. Because
Yes.
it was
Yes.
all about Hurricane. So I'm glad that Bellingham come and push through.
Yes. Yes,
And
Queen. Yeah.
if it wasn't Raheem Sterling, England wouldn't reach where they are now.
Uh-huh. 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 Yes. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I mean, her points are valid, gentlemen. You can see where she's coming
Yeah, but
from.
it's true. If it wasn't for Raheem Sterling, England wouldn't even be where they are today.
Huh. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
wait. Explain that. Explain that. Let me hear that. Need to hear the explanation there.
Because he have to put them on the map. England was a team that everybody used to like disappointed in because they're always getting knocked out early.
Huh.
Yeah, but with Ryan Sterling, they still got knocked out.
Yeah, but they go far with him. They don't normally go to semi and quarter final.
But
Ryan Sterling is not
Huh.
playing.
why them
No,
not play
he's not
Rash?
playing now.
Why them not play Rashford? Who better than him?
That's a good point too.
Rashford now get no minutes. Y'all yesterday him not playing not 1 second.
Hmm.
Yeah, he did play. Watkins didn't play as well.
No, Rashford.
Rashford,
Rashford.
Yeah,
Rashford.
Rashford, he did get play time,
No,
but he didn't get a lot.
Rashford not play yesterday.
He didn't play it yesterday, but he did play it in the games before.
Rashford. Right now,
Marcus
No, no.
Rashford, yeah.
right
That,
now, me watch a World Cup, Me not just watch my team, Two team me have in a World Cup, Me watch the whole of the team, them. Anthony Gordon
Oh,
on the
that's
left
why
wing.
you tell me I'm a jump ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Anthony Gordon on the left wing. Oh my God. Me see why Barcelona buy him now for so much money over Rashford. But really and truly, what Rashford did for Barcelona, I wish them did buy Rashford. But with when me see Anthony Gardner go out with on the left, the pressing, the creativity, or him draw out defenders, or him crossing the ball, him look good
Yeah, but
over on the left
Rashford
wing.
plays like that as
Yeah,
well. Even
I
the free
agree.
kick that Eze took,
Him
Rashford
look
would have
really
scored
good
that.
on the left wing. But Rashford now, you can't miss with none of them. So I'm not gonna say, all right, Anthony Gordon definitely a play better than Rashford, and Rashford definitely a play better. Because when Missy Rashford on the left wing for England, oh my God, then can't control him either.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because
So
when he's
where the
sending ball in the box, he's sending it from a distance and the angle is
exact
there.
and he's scoring from that range too.
From that,
Yeah.
yeah.
But England right wing now, it not so good as the left wing. Saka, like in a
Madueke, no, but Saka,
Madueke a
yeah.
trash from the right wing.
Yeah. He's not good at
Madueke
controlling the
can't cut
ball.
in a ball to save him
He's
life.
always
Mad,
losing the ball.
yeah, him
Always
can't manage the
losing the
right
ball.
wing.
Saka is much
Saka,
better than him.
Saka is much better, but Saka
Yeah.
sometime him play really good on the right, then the next time it just seems like nothing now. Go on for him on the right. But on the left, them have two sure player we are gonna produce on the left. And the decision to put Bellingham behind Kane, I'm at them natural position that still. But to all Bellingham a play, Bellingham could actually be a striker to all him a play. But you can't take him out of the midfield because of him a spearhead the midfield.
Yeah.
So where the coach do, the coach just leave him in a natural spot, even though him a produce the goals them same way. So a great coaching that to me because a lot of coach would have say, all right, Bellingham a score. So let me take him from the midfield and put him up top more. Them say, no, we not trouble him. We just make him play him natural spot and create a score. And with Bellingham, you need midfielders like Bellingham. And that reach most of the teams them only have
Bellingham's working
midfielder.
today.
Yeah,
He
midfielder will
worked.
just sit on in a middle. Bellingham not depend that. Him there everywhere.
He was all
You,
over the place,
you
right?
need midfielders like you know which midfielder. That's why them reach so far. Notice Rodri. Rodri for Spain. I saw Rodri play too. And where is Spain today? In the semi-finals. Where is Bellingham? In the semi-finals.
True.
So you're gonna need midfielders like that. That are the thing where beat Portugal to Portugal midfielders. Them only can stay in the middle. Them can't go nowhere else. Them can't do nothing else. So that beat them by far. Even Switzerland midfield. Switzerland have a better midfield and more. Switzerland midfielder them Shaka. Him the all over the place. They are gonna need midfielder like those. And with Argentina need to make a different change. The coach slowly need to change up the midfield going forward.
Yeah, but
Because here
the
we go on going forward.
mm.
DePaul, he now produce. And I'm a boy, cause I bodyguard for the king, but he now produce.
Spain have the best midfield still, to me.
Yeah,
Spain.
because
Spain.
Spain play a possession ball game. Nobody can throw them off of them ball game.
Yeah. Yeah, because no, there's not even that is what them excel as in the ball
Mhm.
game. Because what them excel at in the ball game is retaining the position of the ball. You
Exactly.
know
Them
what I'm
is a
saying?
possession
It's
ball.
a
Them play
possession
No,
ball
but
because
possession.
you
for
know,
them midfield, for them midfield is Pedri, is Ruiz and
Almo.
Rodri. No, Rodri. What don't you?
No,
almost, yeah.
Almo
Rodri.
playing a midfield
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you know who for midfield, Maria?
Who's?
You see in France. You see Ole say that boy then a normal,
Yeah.
It's a dangerous piece of boy there, man. My,
Yeah. Them take
Michael,
him from
Michael,
half our wing and put him in
Michael
a
Ole say. Yeah, man.
attacking mid.
Yeah,
Him
man.
at the talk about
Attacking
for
mid.
France now.
Him a the scary man from the team. All you see
Yes,
Mbappe
see.
a run up and down,
Yeah.
Him a
Yeah.
scary man, I think a 5 assists him have so far in a World Cup, you know.
Yeah, five assists. Messi
Most.
Sistema. Messi Sistema come for the assist. You
Yeah.
say, you think me I make you broke this assist at this World Cup? Next World Cup, I try to do that. That the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, eight Messi did have it and him have five. So
Yeah.
Messi can say something, me have to get a couple more of this and get about two more
Two more,
extend
yeah,
him
man.
leave.
I
All
tell
right,
you.
Mama asking us something. All right, Mama asking us something. I want to ask this because, boy, that's why I say sometimes I miss my brother, because if my brother was here, I'd ask him this. But I'm going to ask him. Out of them two midfield, yeah, different countries, right? Out of Bellingham and Declan Rice. Which one you think is the better midfield?
Well, Declan play more of a defensive mid.
Yeah. So you can't really
Bellingham,
compare them.
Bellingham play as an attacking mid. So
Yeah, attacking.
overall, me
Yeah.
just say Bellingham because Bellingham can create and score.
Yeah, him
Yeah.
So
can create, him
him
can
have more to
score,
fee him game. So me just say him.
and him play defense sometime too.
Yeah, and him play defense sometime.
Yeah.
So
So me that say but right now Bellingham my best midfielder in the world.
Yeah. But hold on, I'm gonna
Ye-
ask Miss Munchkin if you want to say anything because we want to give the ladies a chance. Miss Munchkin, you want to add anything, my dear?
No, I agree with him.
Okay, my dear.
Yeah, Bellingham
Okay.
I
my
agree.
best
Because he
midfielder in
would
the
take
world.
players on and run in the box as well and go for it.
Right, right. Okay, okay. All right. Wanna think about Fernandez, Enzo. Fernandez.
Oh.
I like how him pass.
Enzo.
Yeah.
Here with Enzo now.
Yeah. Him passing good.
Enzo too sporadic. This
But him
moment,
passing good though, not true?
yeah, but this moment him have a flair. The
Yeah.
next moment NS Enzo again. The next moment you see him. Me can't bother with for a midfielder.
Yeah.
You have to always active because the offense run through you as the midfielder.
All
mm,
right.
You
Yeah.
can't afford to go ghost.
Yeah. Yeah.
You cannot afford to go ghost. Only thing bring back Enzo other day when him score the goal.
Yeah. All
But
right.
apart
Yeah,
from
you're
that,
right.
Enzo always a go ghost. We need midfielder where you constantly a see. You constantly a see Raji. You constantly a see Bellingham. You constantly a see Olisi. Yeah, you need midfielder like
Yeah, they
those.
work.
And
They work.
Alistair, don't forget Alistair too, Alexis, Alistair, good too, But hold on,
Yeah, him need a perform early on still.
before you go, let me big up Warren. You have anything you want to say? Because it's a new caller. Warren, you have anything you want to add before
Not
we go?
really, just
Just-
part, just trying to catch part of the thing there. I mean, everybody has their points of view. I don't have to agree, but the ball is roll at the end of the day. Uh, I don't think much of whether it is a possession ball game or
Right.
not, whether it is pretty football or not, really matters. The results
This man
matters.
sound
So,
like him team Jack out already.
so, so you see, there you go again. So it really doesn't matter.
This
The
man
team
sound
that
like
wins the
him
World
team
Cup.
go home.
The team that wins the World Cup will be the team that everybody talks about. So
That's true too. That's true,
we
Warren.
shall we shall see.
We shall see. We shall see. It's true. It's true.
Which team I bring for World Cup?
I bring Germany.
Oh, dear. The first big guns to get knocked out.
Yo, the wiki to the seven minute by switch by. You find that next time. I said every Germany.
Let me answer him, the Miss Bluefire.
Pardon me?
Let me answer him
First
for a
of all,
Go
second.
ahead. Go
more,
ahead. You guys go
Let
ahead
more,
me
and
answer.
you guys
more
you
Germany
guys free
match
to
them.
talk, man. You guys free to talk.
More watch
I'm
Yeah,
listening.
man.
watch
Yeah, man.
Germany match them.
Some of my answer,
Based on
man.
wait. Based on when I sip on Germany, me know Germany they not go far. Cause me tell you some watch a whole lot of match me know. Just watch my side. Germany have Musiala as one of them big man. Musiala on the right cannot do anything. And you know what the team them do Germany? They mash them up from the right side of the ball game. And the coach would have never make an adjustment. So from that, me know Germany now gonna win. Once team figure out your weak point, them are keep on attack it. Musiala supposed to be on Yamal them level and Olis them level. Musiala now produce nothing. So Germany could have never got anywhere at all.
First thing, the man named Musiala, right? The second thing is the fact that if you watch football the way you say you watch football, you realize a lot of the things they're marginal. And I agree with you. A lot of the tactics come down to what exactly the coaches are not doing, how quickly them can adjust. As far as the game is concerned, you realize the same Paraguay team caused a lot of problems for France. And that was basically what Germany would have also suffered the loss when they lost the defender shot back, right? The fact is, though, the game went down to penalties, and penalties are lottery. Anybody could have won that game. And it so happens that Germany never had the luck. Plus the call that VAR ruled out to be a foul on the keeper. And if you look at that, that was it. Not I wouldn't even consider that a foul. But these days, once you touch a keeper, the referee is likely going to call it a foul. And it comes down to that at the end of the day. If you're going to look on the team now and say, oh, that player not good, that player not good, that's kind of ridiculous, man. Because if
No,
Bell, just
cannot
like how
It's
they,
not the
ridiculous.
foul, it's
well,
When
how
let
he
are
me
they
finish my
when
point, man.
he's
competing?
when
Let
he's
me
a
finish my
main
point,
player,
man. Let me finish my point. Just like how everybody is talking about why Yamal not scoring and all of that. Make him score 3 goals in the next game and then everybody again talking. You have to watch your football for yourself, man. And stop focus on what the commentators are saying.
Yamal not
You end the
scoring,
point.
but however, Yamal is creating big chances. There's a difference between scoring and creating big chances. Yamal is the one that is drawing 2 to 3 defenders on him, open up space. I you saw me know where me I watch, me know where me I see. And by the look of it, Yamal seem to be fine with that. You notice Yamal realize say, all right, they must send 2 to 3 defender at me at every single possession. So what him start to know, him start adjust to him possession and know say, all right, me I go chip it over. Me I go chip it over. That's how Yamal been playing. And I like in a Barca where Yamal a fight for go score. Yamal realize that this is World Cup ball game. They might prevent me from scoring. So what me have to do? Me have to create space for the striker. Where Mr. Gaza, where the old boy name again? The old with the knee.
From which side?
Or Yarby. Oh, I forgot for pronounce him name. So Yamal
Which
create space for him. We are strike for Spain.
oh
That me I tell you now.
yeah, him have a
And
funny
first of all, Germany have a losing mindset. Germany have penalty for kick, and them no know who for kick the penalty. Every man no want kick penalty. So right there, that shows me that Germany they have a losing mindset from the start.
or Yarra
Or if
ball
I
or
have penalty, I don't know
something like
who
that.
no want kick it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah man, Germany not good man. But bad bro, you
Yeah,
say
Germany are good, bro.
you far when you
Germany
far
did good.
when you're forward, you say you don't necessarily agree or you disagree or whatever. So me just
No,
want
him saying don't have to agree.
oh so yeah, so is there something specific that was said where you don't agree with?
No, it's just the same point him saying that Germany done good. That's a simplistic
Okay, man.
reasoning. You
Okay.
understand what I say? Because a lot of the football is so subjective. Because I hear a man say Bellingham is the best midfielder in the world. Now I'm not here to agree nor disagree. Because ultimately, if he's performing well, people are going to say him is the best. But you might have a next man out there who have an arguable case too, but maybe him just not getting the goals. Because the goals alone determine whether or not you're the best midfielder. You have several other metrics, but everybody is
Very
entitled to their
true.
own opinion.
Very
And
true.
so that is where I leave it.
That's
Because the
very
same,
true.
as far as I'm concerned, if you look at the football, there's several other times Argentina could have dropped out of this competition, right? But they're still there. They're still there.
Big up King
Spain dropped
Militancy.
points in first game, them
Sorry,
still there.
sorry. One
That's how
second.
football
Sorry.
go.
One second. Big up King Militancy. Just giving some big ups right now. Big up Miss Bluefire. Spain winning the World Cup. Let's see. But go ahead, Warren. I'm listening to you. And I'm muting, guys, but I'm still here listening to you guys.
Yeah,
I'll check
man.
it when I'm
So,
ready. But go
so
through.
I like the fact that we can have the reasoning about the different variables them where affect the football game. The overall strategy, who do what, who's stepping up to the plate, and a lot of big players who were expected to do well have stepped up. That is good to see. Football has a lot of politics behind it, which probably really makes it a turn off, but at the same time, the players have been delivering. Alvarez, even in the game last night, was talked about as not been doing well. And I'll tell you, Argentina is not my favorite team, but the goal he scored to win the match is an excellent goal. You have to give the player credit for that. You understand me? Delivering at the highest level under pressure. So you have to give credit for those things, rather than just looking at it like, this was my view. Argentina or Spain or France. I'm a big football fan, so it's regardless of the facts. So my team that I typically support dropped out. I still I watch the World Cup and I still I enjoy it.
All right, I have a question for you guys, and I want you guys to really think about it and give me your one by one from Saint Flame, Mr. Gaza, Mount City, and up to Warren. I want you guys to answer, and please forgive my fire detector. It just started to go off just now, so I soon have to climb up and take it down. So I hear it beeping there in the background. It will be taken care of. So here's a question I have for you. Who is the most underrated player left? Right? And who is the most overrated player left in the World Cup to you, in your mind? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, me here, yeah, man. Me just say,
Guys
yeah,
are on mute. Same
yeah,
flame
me
and
just,
Mr. Gaza, Munchi. Same if you have anything to say?
me just mute, man, because me have to think about it, because it's a serious
Okay. Yes, a serious question. And tell me why.
and tell you why I choose who I choose.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, now I have to think about it a little bit. Cha, underrated. Uh,
Are overrated, underrated and overrated.
out of the
Come on,
four,
Mr. Brother. I said it. The most overrated is Messi. Come on.
out of the four.
What was the question?
The question is, who's the most underrated player left, right? And who is the most overrated player left in the World Cup?
Out of the 40.
Underrated and most rated player. Mm. No, that one kind of hard, Miss Julia. Kind of hard. You get where you get right now in ISMs.
Exactly. Exactly.
Underrated. Underrated.
All right, let me go through. Underrated
Underrated. Me that say Merino.
Merino of Argentina.
No,
Spain.
Spain because
Spain.
him
Oh,
is
me
a
I think
him
about
is a
Medina,
super sub.
Medina.
So
Sorry.
He plays for
more
Arsenal, right?
yeah. So more them if them not start in the next game, it will prove to me say him underrated. Because there's no way you can come save a team 2 times and them not start. Because a team like France, you can't take Mourinho off of the bench to play France. France are gonna come from very early out. If you're not careful, France will all get all 2, 3 goals in the first half alone. They have to have somebody who can thump with them and Marino sure say him can go the distance when he come on to scoring. Just start him.
All right.
Start
After
him.
Uno give Uno one, I'm going to tell you my most underrated player left, and I'm going to tell you my most overrated. All right. After Uno
So
done. All right. So go through.
Marino that'll be the underrated one.
Marina, okay.
Overrated now.
All right. Go through your overrated.
Who
Yes.
that be the most over? Ian can be the most overrated dog.
La, 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 la.
Man,
Well,
Kian
that,
can't
that get
overrated.
it
Oh
interesting now,
my
man.
gosh. All right. I have an argument for that. But go
It's
through.
Watch
Ki-
out.
true.
Ki-
The overrated for England. That's true.
Hold on, watch out.
All
You see,
right.
Kian
Go
are
you
one
through.
of the most
All right.
dangerous striker ever
Negative
lived.
mind, same
Kian
flame. Because if
can't
I go down the line,
overrated.
same flame, we have to keep our order. We have to go down the line after you, Mr. Gaza, then Mon City, then Warren. So come, give me your answer or pass.
Most overrated. All right.
Yes.
No, because they not really perform like that. Somebody from my team I made that expect to perform.
Yeah.
Nah, either Alvarez or Martinez.
The man I said, yeah.
Latour Martinez, yeah.
All right, might
Then
get two
then
choice just
not
because
help
of
my
you.
goat. Then not help my goat like how them fi help my goat.
All right. All right, cool. Next, all right, next, Mr. Gaza, you got you, please, sir.
Mm-hmm. You see, let me just address the hurricane something. You
Yeah.
see, me not like a bone in a hurricane. So you see the emotional side of me, would I say yeah, hurricane definitely overrated. But if me fi be real, you
Yeah.
know, and he's definitely performing in this World Cup right now. So even if me did want to say that, me can't say that. But the emotional side of me, when I like him none at all,
Yeah.
maybe probably gotta roll it, but me not gonna do that. I gotta keep it logical and factual. Underrated.
Yeah.
I probably say Dembele. I feel like Dembele don't get enough credit. Dembele bad,
Yes. Yeah.
dangerous piece of boy that.
Yeah.
See me?
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or winner and everything, but him just don't get the credit him deserve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Overrated now. Sure, sure. Uh, Overrated. What him name? For Spain, the striker there. Ferran.
Yeah.
Ferran. Him just gone missing in a World Cup. Him perform good in a Barcelona, cause Barcelona side. But me not see him perform in a World Cup, none at all. You know me attack same flame? Ferran Torres or something like that him name.
Yeah. 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 Same thing, the pan mute.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, Mon City, what you have to say, madam?
They didn't want to say it, but I think Messi is the most overrated.
Really? Okay. Tell us why.
Because everyone is expecting a good performance from him, expecting him to score goals.
Mhm. All right. All right. All right. All right. So he have as the most underrated.
The most underrated, I'm going to work with England, and that's Bellingham, because everyone always praising Kane.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Yeah. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Any other
No,
reason
it's
why?
true. Even when Bellingham, I see Bellingham win game for England and Kane get the praises.
Okay. Okay. Understood. 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 I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Mon City. I definitely see. Definitely see. Shen says, I know nothing about football besides two or three players. You're welcome anyway. Just like the excitement it brings others. That's right, Shen. That's right. King Militant says Arsenal guy and Marino from Spain. Kane is overrated. King Militant says, big up yourself, King Militant. Good to see you. All right, Warren, your turn. Please let us know who is your most underrated player left and who is your most overrated player left.
Well, I think overrated is Declan Rice, and underrated. I think Ivan Toney is for England is underrated.
Tell me why. You have to tell me why. You can't just give the name. You have to
Uh
tell me why.
I think Declan Rice's game is has become one dimensional. Yeah, England does have a couple of other, especially even a Kobe Mainoo, for example, haven't really seen him in the World Cup. And then for Ivan Toney, I think somebody said it. Kane is overrated a lot of the times. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't offer anything, but I think England could be a lot more dangerous, for example, if they were using the other strikers, such as Ivan Toney. So, I would agree that Kane, in some instances, is overrated as well.
Understood. Understood.
What would you
Okay.
think about Watkins? Like how you mentioned Tony, what about Ollie
Ollie
Watkins?
Watkins, yes. So Ollie Watkins is also. That's why I was saying, because I wasn't immediately remembering how many strikers they had, but they're not really utilized. If you look at it, the other teams, for example, in Spain, the football sometimes hasn't really been pretty. But and I think somebody was talking about either Olmo or Oyarzabal earlier. What I've seen Spain done, and I think they did it in Europe as well. They are willing to take off both Yamal and Nico Williams when it mattered, meaning that these guys are basically replacement of the pitch and they put in fresh legs to go at the competition. And the people who you least expect to score, they are the ones scoring. And I think that is a good strategy for Spain. So from that standpoint, I think England is not really utilizing the bench properly. And I hear somebody basically said it with Argentina as well. So
Huh.
from that standpoint, I agree with the point.
Huh. Yeah. Good points. Good points, panel. Oh my goodness. Excellent points. Yeah. Facts. Facts. He definitely you're definitely analyzing it well. That's why Mr. Marshall says this football analyst has got a keen prowess on players. Definitely. This is what I had, right? For the most underrated player left. I feel like Alexis Alistair is overshadowed by Messi and Alvarez and Martinez, to be honest. Because if you look at what he does, if you took him out of that surroundings, if you look at what he does, he's consistent. He consistently defends the attack. He consistently controls the midfield. Consistently does late runs intelligently, right? Consistently him create the space for Messi, right? And him score important goals. So, I mean, to me, I feel like as if he's really, really important, and I don't feel like he gets the media attention that he really deserves. You know what I mean? And also, I'll think about yeah, Chumeni too. You know, because you know, like he protects the defense a lot and he starts a lot of attacks, right? But it seems like as if Mbappe always gets all the headlines. You see what I'm saying? But you know, Chumani made a lot of it possible.
Mr. World Cup, you thought, oh, the World Cup, that, you know.
Huh?
Them say Mbappe a best World Cup player now. So you
Yeah,
don't know that, no.
yeah, yeah,
Greatest World Cup player, that them say so.
yeah. And I think that Rice is underrated as well, right?
Declan,
Yeah, I think he's underrated as well, right? Because in reality, him cover him teammates them and wins a lot of possessions, right? And him start a lot of attacks. But people always just say him as, you know, just being defensive in that way.
you
So I
know,
think,
say one
yeah,
of the most underrated defenders, him a perform the best in this World Cup acrobacy.
yeah,
One
I,
not talk about him.
yeah, you're
So
right.
Spain is a very quiet team, you know. Them not
Yeah,
really in a drama and controversy. So him not gonna get talked about. But Kubriesi, him a perform.
yeah,
Him a perform.
yeah. You know, you're right. You're 100%
And this
right.
too, the Spain team is very disciplined.
Very disciplined.
Uh,
Very disciplined. Very, very disciplined. Very disciplined. Yeah,
Yeah man, Kubriesi, him a perform man, but I some need him for a perform for Barca.
yeah.
Ramp with me. Every week then give me headache. When me I watch Kubriesi in a Barca, it's like me I watch one little 16-year-old high school musical kid. When me I watch him in the World Cup, yeah, big man ball game him a play.
Yeah. Can't hear you. Think you chip out. Think gonna chip out.
I'm
I
still
want,
there.
oh, you're still here. Okay, good, good. Well, I have another question. For you guys. Where did I put it? Um, where is it? One second. Hmm. I wrote it somewhere here because there's a couple more questions because I chose them in them. Hold on. All right. What do you think are the metrics that make a great midfielder? What do you think counts to make a great midfielder when it comes to football? You can go down the line from same flame, Mr. Gaza, Mon City, Warren to King Militancy. What do you think make a great midfielder? What are the metrics? You can start from Same Flame to Mr. Gaza. We're going to pass the mic to Mon City, to Warren, to King Militancy. Go through, people, and then I will talk after. I'm listening. Same Flame, are you there? Hello? You're not there? Okay, Mr. Gaza, are you there?
Yeah, man, I'm there,
All
man.
right, go through and tell me what makes a great midfielder to you.
Well, most importantly, ball IQ.
Yes,
Midfielder, them have to be one of the smartest players on the field.
right,
Because everything runs through the midfield. So ball IQ is one of the number one thing.
right.
Very good vision as well too, and ability to pass and passing. So IQ, vision, passing.
Yes, yes,
Them
yes,
stuff. Mm-hmm.
yes.
That are my top three.
Definitely, definitely. That's in my top three too. All right. Mon City, what do you have to say? All right. If not Mon City, then Warren, what do you have to say?
Oh, sorry, I was mute.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. Mon City, what do you have to say? Yeah.
I would say physical stamina
Mm-hmm.
and technical intelligence
Hmm.
and the composure.
When you say technical, in technical intelligence, what do you mean?
Tactical, sorry, tactical,
Tactical.
not technical,
Okay. Okay. You
tactical.
mean like to do it? Okay. And the
Yeah.
composure. Okay. 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 And Warren, what do you say are the metrics that matter that make a great midfielder?
Well, I would use an archetypical player, Tony
Mhm.
Cruz.
Right.
Is a kind of player that is not a pretty football kind of player. Has a lot of passing. My guy said it earlier. Has very good football IQ. Has a very good vision in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Moves the ball around pretty simple, pretty slick.
Yeah.
Without you even realizing that he's in the game a lot. So
Right.
maybe not very talked about, but when he moves the ball, you see the result. And if you're really now thinking deep about it, you're going to trace back that pass all the way back to a Tony Cruz pass. And you see it in the Germany team that won the 2014 World Cup and the Real Madrid team that won several Champions League later.
Yeah. Yeah. He's consistent.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's definitely consistent. Right. Rodri is also consistent too that way too. If you think about it. Right.
Yeah, but it's still not like Rodri.
I know. But I'm just you have to be
But
objective.
He's
yeah,
a
I
good
agree.
midfielder,
I agree.
though.
I agree
He
with
got
you.
Ballon d'Or a couple years ago.
Yeah.
No, look here. Don't use Ballon d'Or as any metric. Ballon d'Or is
No,
like the
I'm saying
Grammys
he's a
that
good
is still of
midfielder.
politics.
That's what he got it for, though.
But he's good. I'm saying though that some people saying oh he has X Ballon d'Or really doesn't really say much because a lot of other players could have won it if it was
Yeah,
not
but
for the
that's
poor
what being a good
politics.
midfielder.
Now I'm saying to you to say that because he won the Ballon d'Or is credence that he's good. I don't agree. To say that he's a good midfielder, do I agree? But not because he won the Ballon d'Or.
Hmm.
No, I'm saying that's what he won it for.
I
Not
get your
because he
point, you
won.
know.
I'm saying that's
I
what he
get
won it
I get
for.
I get your point, you know. I get your point.
Okay.
Hmm. All right, let me ask you this. Which team do you guys think would suffer the most if if you remove their best player? Which team would suffer the most if you removed their best player?
Oh, definitely Argentina, man.
Okay.
Definitely
Yes, I
Argentina.
got that took the word out of my mouth. I was about to say that.
All right. Anybody else? And Warren, which team you think would suffer the most if you remove their best player? Warren.
Spain. Spain
Okay.
for sure. Yeah. Man.
All right. And everybody else said Argentina. Can you tell us
Wait,
why
wait.
Spain and not Argentina?
Yeah, and who is Spain best player according to you?
No, well, Spain has struggled in the past without Rodri, for example. So that's why I said that. And even the fact that Yamal and Nico Williams were both, because if you look at Spain, Spain's style of play has changed a lot, right? In the Euro, they played a lot more direct with a lot of speed on the flanks. Notwithstanding, they still generally enjoy playing around with the ball, but the attacks are usually very direct and very quick in transition. So think about it. Nico Williams has not been really fit. In fact, suffered I think a knock in one of the earlier games. Yamal has been building up back full fitness, and I think that is one of the reasons why Spain has looked a little, not so much themselves. So I think they certainly are affected a lot if a particular player is injured. If you look at France, for example, even the last World Cup, France was not expected to do that well because several high profile players, I could think of Pogba, I could think of at the time, I think it was Benzema, that ended up being injured. And all of a sudden they had several newer players, Chouameni. I don't have to name them up right now. We know who these guys are. And they ended up doing extremely well, could have won the World Cup. And
Mm.
even this time around again, if you look at their bench, it's pretty huge. So, I don't think, even if, God forbid, the dictator isn't fit and ready to play the next match, he could easily get a replacement and they'd be all right.
Hmm.
So what about Cucurella?
I think Cucurella is a good player. He's like a fringe player, meaning that
He is, and
uh,
he's like underrated, under one of the underrated
yeah,
Spain
probably if you
players.
thinking about it, I think he's one of the most underrated players because he
Yeah.
does he run from back line to top line. He does a lot of running and is a typically very intelligent thinking player as well. So I never even thought about him, which makes the point that he's certainly underrated. So he's a coach's player. He's a player that you say, look here, I want to see you back and forth, and he does exactly that.
So what?
Okay.
So you believe with Spain have Danny Olmo and Pedri them in the midfield the same way. You really believe they will crumble without Rodri?
Now, remember, this is just perspective. This is not facts to say that it will happen exactly as it is, but I'm just saying, because I've seen him before struggle a bit when Raji was injured, right? That's the standpoint that I'm talking from. But it isn't necessarily a true science to say it will happen exactly that way, because of course I mentioned other players who are of quality who would likely step up. Whether that would happen, we would have to see it. So I don't know for fact. It's just my perspective.
Okay, no, because I'm basing off of Miss Julia's question.
Yeah.
If you remove the best player, who would be affected the most? And I can't
But
see
as
how
I'm saying,
nobody, I can't see how
it's
nobody would not say Argentina. If
no,
you
and I don't
remove
think that
Messi,
is a bad. I don't think that is a bad angle either. I don't disagree with that. Because for me, I'm not
and
a
I'm not saying
one
this
who may.
because I'm a Messi fan or nothing like that. So I need
No,
people to
so
vote
I
for
agree with you. So look at it this way: two things can be true. Because I hear a lot of people now talking about the fact that Argentina look really shaky, but the fact is, the football is a game of chances, just like life. And you don't have to play the best football to win the World Cup because besides France, which is still in it, I think the Dutch were playing excellent football. And if you look at the Dutch following, I was in a Dutch country uh, a couple, maybe less than a week ago, and you would think that they're going to win the World Cup, just the vibe that they were bringing. And where are they now? Them gone home long time. So the point I'm making is that uh, it's true. It could be true, but at the end of the day, the result really matters. And Argentina, hate them or love them, they've been getting the results from whomever it is. Even the referee, I'm making fun of them, but you get the point.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, gentlemen and lady, I'm going to close. I wasn't even supposed to be here this long, but I'm going to close off. So let me know what your last words, what you want to say, and then we're gonna close off for the night. And I will see you guys another time. I want to thank you for your time and your energy and for your thoughts because it gave me a lot to think about. You know, it made me actually think about actually breaking down the different things. What is football IQ exactly? What we mean by ball retention? What we mean by defensive ability? You know what I mean? Like break it down. Like you understand what I'm saying? To know what it is so that we can have the metrics um down packed, right? Right? Because to me, decision making is important, of course, but there are certain parts of decision making that would be very important in a game, like for instance, like passing backward, when to slow the game, etc. Right? Switching the play, all of that stuff. So your conversation alone just adds a lot of depth to my own thinking and to the conversation. So I really appreciate you and I appreciate the energy and the thoughts that you bring. So please let's close off and let me know what it is that you have to say. Closing off.
Yeah, man. One Messi, man. One Argentina. One. Speak up in general, man. One football god. I'm two now. One Messi. That can win this, back to back trophy. That me, I don't know.
All right. Moon City, what you have to say?
It was a good conversation. Once you say football, you call my name. So
Good. I appreciate you being here. I hope you check out the one before, the one that we spoke about before, which was like on, I think it was Friday. Yeah. Tell us out and leave a comment and let's see what you, if you agree or disagree with anything that we said, let us know in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. For sure. Big up yourself and thanks for passing through. Warren, let us know what you have to say. Anything final words that you have to say?
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed that neither Norway that and Switzerland are, a couple of the African teams have made it so far. I wanted to see a new World Cup winner. I can't manage the English fans. It's coming home, and I definitely don't like Spain, and I definitely don't
football
like
is coming
Argentina.
home.
So, so, so
Ah,
maybe maybe France should win it. I'm just saying, I love Zidane as one of my historic legends. So I don't know, but I still love the football, and of course, it's good that we have a discussion like this. We can have our respective views and we can learn from a different perspective. I think football is
definitely.
more than just a sport, which we all can agree to.
Definitely. Definitely.
Warren, I just want to say, don't let Mr. Gaza intimidate you with Messi because he's still playing catch up with
No, sir.
Germany, okay?
We back broad, man. We back broad, man. We back broad. So,
He's
yeah,
still playing catch up with Germany. Don't let him
yeah.
intimidate you with Messi.
Ah,
Germany is still a good team, man. So we'll be back, I will still have more World Cup than
No, I'm
Argentina. They got
saying
going one
Mr.
more
Gaza
and
is
one
still
more.
playing catch up.
Exactly. So we agree.
well, Fire Nation tonight wasn't really about football. Football was simply the classroom. The World Cup isn't just revealing the best footballers on earth, it's revealing the timeless laws of leadership. Argentina taught us that brilliance without support eventually breaks. France taught us that systems outlive superstars. And Portugal reminds us that reputation expires if you stop evolving, right? So many lessons, but the World Cup doesn't crown the most talented team. It crowns the team that can execute under the greatest pressure over and over again. So, as we close tonight, I want to leave you with one final thought. The World Cup reminds us that greatness is never borrowed, it's built. Argentina reminds us that talent needs support or it will eventually reach its limits. Every one of the lessons point to the same truth. Championships are not won by accidents. They're won through preparation, leadership, discipline, and the willingness to improve when nobody is watching. Remember, the trophy isn't awarded to the team with the biggest name, it's awarded to the team that performs the best when the pressure is greatest. And business is no different. Fire Nation, don't just chase success. Build something worthy of becoming a champion. Because at the end of the day, talent might win matches, but systems That's true. That may win seasons too, if you think about it. But culture, leadership, discipline, and relentless execution, that is what will build dynasties that outlive generations. So thank you so much for spending the evening with me. If tonight changed your thinking, share it with another entrepreneur who needs these lessons. Subscribe if you're new and join the conversation in the comments. Let me know which country reflected your business the most. Until next time, keep your standards high, Fire Nation. Keep your mind disciplined, keep your system strong, and of course, keep your fire burning. As always, this is Miss Blue Fire, always taking you higher. And I am out. Shen says last words. Argentina needs to go home. How too many of their fans at work? I'm good with fans taking the lead. Hater, Shen. Haterade, that's okay. We like our haters. We appreciate you, especially you, the ones that's vocal. Blessings. And I'm out. Just like Cartel said, you are not me, so you can't do what I do. You are not me, so you can't do what I do. Big up yourself, much British. Later.
Fire Nation, listen to me. You don't log off and go back to playing small. You take what you learned and you execute. This is why Fire Nation exists. To rise higher, to build smarter, and to change the financial future of our families. I'm Miss Julia, A.K.A. Miss BlueFire, always taking you higher. And wherever you go next, you carry our fire with you. Fire Nation, we rise, we build, and we're just getting started.